into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Good morning and welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. And you know what? I'm going to teach Carl a very important thing that we do every Friday. Carl, it's not a Friday, it is a fry. Yay! Oh, you know how to do it. Boom, put it there.
You know, I do watch Expresso, right? You do realize that. Come on now.
I love that. Well, talking about watching Expresso, if you're wondering what to do this weekend, don't worry. We are going to hook you up with the weekend's lineup.
And we're going to profile some of SA's most amazing paintballers. I know it's weird, but it's going to be amazing. Don't worry.
Exactly. And then Tesla also puts on a Christmas show. We'll bring you more details after this.
And of course, you know what? We have a very, very special guest, Desmond, and he'll be taking on the table tennis challenge.
Exactly. We've got so much for you on your Feel Good Breakfast Show this morning. So go grab a cup of coffee and let's find out what's happening in terms of the weather.
And a very good morning from my side as well, team. Lovely to be hanging out with you on this Friday morning. It's shaping up to be a beautiful day in the Mother City. And in your weather, you can expect a little relief from the heat that we saw yesterday down in Cape Town. However, it's still a hot day expected with a maximum of 30. And then up in the northern parts of the country, some thunder showers are expected. Maar ek hardloop vinnig deur jou temperature vir jou Vrydag. Polokwane 12 grade minimum en 'n maximum 24. Mbombela 15-24. Pretoria 13-24. Johannesburg begin op 12 te styg na 23. Mahikeng 15-26. Klerksdorp 13-27. Kimberley begin op 16, dit styg na 31 grade. Bloemfontein 12 minimum en 'n maximum 28. Richards Bay on 18 minimum with a maximum 26 degrees. Pietermaritzburg 12-25. Durban 20-26. Mthatha 12-30. East London 18 with a maximum of 27. Cradock 14-37. Very hot day expected. Port Elizabeth 17-27. George 16-33. Sutherland starting off on 15 with a maximum 32 degrees. Cape Town 18-30. Worcester very, very, very hot today. 16 with a maximum of 41 degrees later on today. Springbok just as hot as well. 18 minimum this morning with 37 maximum. And Uppington starting off on 21, reaching a maximum of 35 degrees. That's a wrap of your weather for the 6:30 bulletin. We'll keep you updated as always. I'm back with another update just after 7 o'clock. But let's quickly get into the roads and traffic and see what is happening out there. It's still very, very early, but in Gauteng, Braamfontein, there has been a truck accident on the M1 southbound, and that's on the off-ramp to Smith Street. Traffic is backing up there, so just be aware of that. And that's what we have for you in terms of your traffic. But as always, we'll keep you updated with that as well throughout the course of your morning. I'm back with another traffic forecast just after 7.
Pharma Dynamics. Effective, affordable healthcare.
Well, still to come on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. After the break, we're talking about what's coming up this weekend. There's a little bit of comedy, some rugby, as well as some Bryan Adams.
I hope you're performing somewhere because you look like you got this Havana or Na type of look going for you. It's amazing,
I don't know. We might see what happens.
Well, you know what? SA's finest paintballers, I mean, they are sort of center stage, and I want to give you some more details on that. That's coming up a little bit later.
Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on SABC3 on this Friday. The weekend is here. We've got just what you are craving for. Great events happening all around the country. We're connecting right now with the Roger Good shows. Roger Good, Sureshni Ryder, Ms. Cosmo and Robbie Cruz. Good morning, team.
I'm Prima Ricky. How are you and how are you, my angel?
Oh, that's so sweet. I'm well. How are you, my dear?
My lovey. Please on the line for Roger. I'll put you through now.
Thank you. All right, let's get on with it. Good morning, team.
It's all hot music. Okay, Roger is live.
What's happening, baby?
Oh, my goodness. Thank you for that, man. Thank you for that, Roger. Jeez, you had me for a second.
What's happening? Okay.
What's happening?
Yes, sir. We have three hot parties happening in our beautiful land this weekend. First up, we off to Nelson Mandela Bay, Port Elizabeth, for the Kings and Queens of Comedy. Catch the Kings and Queens of Comedy for a show of hysterical proportions, sharing their comical humor and sharpening their witty swords for the night. The stellar lineup includes the Giants, Riyad Musa, Joey Wazdeen, Leonardo Reddy, Loisa Gala. It goes on and on. Sofisa Nene and Tuni Morake. It's on Saturday at the 9th, Saturday 9th of December from 8 o'clock in the evening. $180 gets you in. Port Elizabeth, stand up, support them. They are hilarious, they're brilliant. Okay, Joburg City, the Cape Town Sevens is happening. The one is for all sports fans out there. The HSBC Cape Town Sevens returns to Cape Town Stadium Saturday the 9th and Sunday the 10th. It's this weekend, and that's from 9 a.m. in the morning until 7 in the evening. And finally, some guy named Roger Good is playing at a bar called Babylon in Joburg. It's called Good Fridays. It's insanely cool, and $100 gets you in. Alrighty, you got
cool,
that.
Man. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I heard the Roger Good thing. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. You know,
That's not bad.
It's going to be okay. But listen, from our side, multiple award-winning musician Brian Adams returns to South Africa as part of his global Get Up tour. Now, following the release of his 13th studio album, Get Up, and featuring it, performing his new material as well as hit singles, Summer of '69, the classic hits we all love, Run to You, Somebody, and more. That's taking place Saturday, the 9th of December, starting at 8:30, 515 Rand gets you in. That's taking place at the Ticket Pro Dome and Northumberland Road and Olivenot Road. So definitely a lot to look forward to. Thank you, Cruz.
Bye, how sexy, down.
Hey, yes, like it. You just made my Friday. Thank you very much. Have a lucky weekend, guys.
No sexy dung.
You know what? It's amazing because
I like that voice of that person there. It's really nice, you know what I mean?
but you know what? Local is lekker, but the thing is, it's even more lekker when it's local entertainment news. What's up, LA?
And it definitely is lekker. Now, if you've been wondering where our very own Zoe Brown has been, because we can see she's been missing from studio this week, don't worry, it's all love because she's doing some pretty big things. Now, this week we've been showing you some of the interviews that I did with some international stars. Today, we've got Julia Roberts, but Zoe is also following in those footsteps, taking to Instagram. She shared some photos of her quick trip to Germany, as one does, and she interviewed the cast of Pitch Perfect 3. So it seems like the ladies are definitely going to, be doing some good things, and I can't wait to see what she did in that.
No, just a quick trip to Germany.
Yeah, just like I'm going to go to Germany. Rebel Wilson, things like
around
that.
the corner, famous Hollywood stars.
I love it.
Simple stuff.
So exciting. But of course, she's going to be back next week and will tell us all about it. Now, from one of Mzansi's hottest young celebs to another, Shekinah has had us hooked ever since we were introduced to her, and now she's making us fall in love with her all over again with an acoustic version of one of her latest tracks, Please Mister.
Remember, yeah. But we go through this together. You hold my hand, promise me you'll never hurt me the same. Yeah, hurt me again, and I'll lose myself and forget your name. Yeah, from my brain, boy, you know I'm insane. Yeah, and I know it's my choice to love you. Yeah.
Shekinah's voice is easy listening. You feel like you could just listen all day long.
I want to get that as a ringtone. That's what I want. Because I love Shekinah is amazing. She's incredible.
know.
And her rise this year has been just unbelievable. She's amazing.
And she's a beautiful soul as well, and so humble, hey?
The humility factor is what got me though. When I interviewed her, it was just about easy. I love my craft and I'm going to do what I do.
Absolutely. Well, we'll bring you some more entertainment news a little bit later on, but this time on the international front.
Right, so let's quickly give away some tickets. Why not? Now, the game may have changed, but the legend continues with Jumanji. Welcome to the jungle. This week's exciting Expresso New Metro Movie Club prize. Now, this action-packed film will have you on the edge of your seat with prime holiday movie fun as 4 high school friends have to play the legendary game not only to win, but also to survive. Now, you can experience this blockbuster's twists and turns ahead of its release in New Metro's 4DX, an exhilarating cinema experience with high-tech motion seats and special environmental effects, only at the V&A Waterfront in Cape Town, the Pavilion in Durban, Cornubia Mall, Umhlanga, Medland Park in Pretoria, Hyde Park, and also Empress Palace in Johannesburg. Now you can stand a chance to win double tickets to see Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle in 4DX on 26 December. Simply SMS the keyword Jumanji plus your name and city to 40675. Now remember, you need to add the city in which you're able to watch the screening, and T's and C's can be found on our website expressoshow.com, and the competition closes on midnight the 8th of December. Now will they be able to play their way back into the real world, or are they stuck in the game forever? Enter, stand a chance to win, and find out.
Find the best entertainment at New Metro Cinemas. It's your scene.
Right, so we know it. It's fast, it's messy, and it's a whole lot of fun. Of course, I'm talking about the game of paintball. Now, typically, it's considered a fun activity for maybe team building or special occasions. It is, in fact, a fully fledged sport, and this weekend, the country's finest paintballers will be playing in SA's biggest tournament.
The Paintball Super Cup is a gathering of over 60 teams from around South Africa, as well as a team from Gabon and the USA for 3 days of epic paintball action.
Paintball Super Cup started as South Africa's version of a national tournament. Paintball Super Cup 2017 is the 5th annual one that we're hosting now. We started back in 2013. During the year, obviously, the teams still compete in various events. Paintball as a sport is definitely growing in South Africa. I think we've got around 600 players competing from young as 16 plus, even maybe a little bit younger, and up to players that's in their 40s playing as well. So people can definitely expect to see a lot of action happening at the Paintball Super Cup 2017. We've got about 67 teams from around the country as well as internationally coming to compete. Obviously, to people that's new to the sport, it might just look like people running around, but the guys do have a lot of action plans that they work out beforehand. They work on specific strategies. So it's a very adrenaline rush type of game.
We obviously practice against opposition teams. We practice different scenarios, you'll see there's plenty positions on the field, so we'll work out before a tournament what is working, what's not working, and from there we try correct, modify to make sure that it's best suited to our team.
Our biggest competitor is usually our other home team, Dynamics. They've just come back from an overseas trip and they're on fire, they're playing very well.
The tournament is the national finals for 3-man and 5-man teams playing in various divisions in provincial SARPL events. And there's also a ladies division with amazing female paintball teams.
We all originally played for the men's teams. And
started off with the guys.
Exactly. Got our positions given to us, and then we were invited to join an all-girls team. And here we are playing,
making the girls' name proud.
And killing
you need to get the girls out there. What I like about playing paintball is having fun with the girls, some together time with the ladies. It's a lot of bonding time and obviously having fun with the guys as well. And yeah, there's not a lot of girls playing paintball, so we need to get the girls out there and tell them, listen, this is not just the all-guy sports, it's for anyone.
What I'd just like to add to that is, the boys who play paintball, the guys, have been very welcoming of the girls' paintball team. And the best thing about paintball is the community that we play in. The guys teach us, they help us out, they're always there for you. Everybody eggs each other on. Like if you want to get into a sport for something that's social as well as, athletic, paintball's like the game, and anyone can play from age 12 up to age 40.
The top-ranked team heading into the tournament is Dynamics, a young team hailing from Joburg and have consistently competed in local and international competitions.
We're definitely confident coming into this event. We've just been overseas to America to play a huge international event there, and we placed pretty well. So that's definitely given the boys a bit of confidence.
There's teams like Brutal Affliction, which are currently ranked second in our division, and they always come through with a rather good strategic game plan. But going into the event, I'm pretty confident, and I would like for all the teams to just bring their best and see how that ends up.
From 8 to 10 December, the Paintball Super Cup will take place at Emerald Resort and Casino in Vanderbijl Park. An entrance is free, so go and support our paintball players making a splash.
Sevens Rugby takes centre stage in South African sport this weekend as the Blitzbokke, they take on the world at the Cape Town Sevens. While over in England, it's a weekend of derbies as Manchester United host Manchester City, while Everton travel to Liverpool in the Merseyside derby to preview all the matches. We have some pundits here from the pundits.co.za. These journalists, Ryan Wallace and Keegan Kruger, join me in studio. So, gents, how's it going? Feeling good?
Good.
I see we're thinking inside the Blitz box today. This is very good.
It's Block Friday.
Always. So Cape Town Sevens, last year we saw England take the prize. I mean, it was bitterly disappointing. But I think that the boys, after winning in Dubai, surely there's something different. There's a mix that Neil Powell can put into play, especially in front of a home crowd.
Yeah, I think last year was a bit unfortunate. I think everyone expected us to win. We were in form at the time, as we always seem to be. And hopefully the boys can pull it off this time.
No, absolutely, because some tough opposition. If I look at it, I mean, we are up against Russia, France and Kenya. If you take a look at our bouts over there in terms of history, what do you think is the most challenging?
I think Kenya is probably the most challenging. I think they've proven that they can upset anyone in the tournament, or especially in sevens. But it'll be a nice little it's a nice group to sort of get your rhythm and get going. I think it'll be very important for them just to get a good basis, just like they did in Dubai, and really get stronger as the tournament goes on.
Because the Blitzbokke, I mean, there's some nice combinations there as well. I know Neil Powell's been experimenting, bringing some of the youth through as well. And it's so important to have that type of grassroots coming through and ensuring that the future of Cape Town Sevens, or should I say the Sevens Rugby, is intact. So looking at some of the younger players, anybody to look out for in the team, I mean, beyond the fact that Siobela Sonata is probably going to just kind of light up the stage.
I think a big one is Noche, who's just coming from the 15-man game, would be one to look at. I'm excited to see him. I mean, it's the first time he's really in the 7 setup, so I'm really looking forward to see what he can bring. Other than that, I mean, I guess the Kwagga Smiths of the world is back into the team. You've got I'm happy to see Africa back and fit again. I mean, I know it's probably his last series, and very interested to see what he can bring to the table, and especially because he missed last year. So there's a few old stalwarts that I would like to see, that I'm really excited to see back into the team. But other than that, I think it's a very, very balanced side from Neil Powell.
Well, it's going to be a fantastic weekend. In fact, we take on Russia at around 12:49, as well as France at 4:10, and then at 4 minutes to 8, we take on Kenya, some of the more challenging teams in our group. Now, let's move over to England for a second, because as you know, it's a massive derby weekend in the English Premier League. We start off with the Manchester derby, because Jose Mourinho, I mean, he's not going to let this go, because it does look like Pep Guardiola has a bit of a pip on the title. But let's take a look, profile this match for a second. I mean, who's your money on?
My money, if you consider the current form and the fact that Pogba is not playing, I think it has to be on City. I think both teams have a lot to play for. The managers have been rivals for years. Obviously, the teams have been rivals for years. There's also the fact that City's looking to win or beat the record by going 14 games on the trot with wins. United, if they win, break their own home unbeaten record. So, there's a lot going for this game.
It's going to be an absolutely sensational weekend. Gents, thank you so much for joining us here. We've got a whole lot of profiles, I must just say, Merseyside derby coming up, as well as a couple of other fixtures in the English Premier League. It's going to be a weekend of sporting action not to be missed. But thanks a lot to our pundits today, gentlemen, from the pundits.co.za.
Still to come on your feel-good breakfast show. What did you want to say, Australia?
I want to say that Desmond is here and he's got his game face on.
I see that.
He's got his game face on. I'll tell you why. He's here. He's going to be talking holidays and traveling and using the Nedbank travel card. But before that, we're putting him through our Sportsman's Wear, our Slam Jam Challenge. Do 10,000. That's what you need to beat. Let's see.
Exactly. And then, of course, we also take a look at what's trending this morning. And Tesla puts on a Christmas show. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
At Samsung, we develop technology so you can live life. Samsung, a way of life.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso. You're at SABC3. Now it's time to check out the socials. In fact, what's trending? And LA's got the first story because apparently Tesla's got something really cool up their sleeve.
Exactly. Now, we all know that Tesla's electric self-driving cars can basically do anything. It's taken the world by storm ever since it was announced. I mean, they can drive on autopilot. They can park on autopilot. Their doors are like something out of a sci-fi movie. But now they can also apparently sing a Christmas tune. Let's check it out.
Have way more money than you need.
I do.
I don't.
Oh, look at here. But I'm not as
I told you, Mom. Are you kidding me? I should be taking a video.
That's amazing. Look at the choreography.
Hey? Car dubstep. It's for the festive. That's amazing.
I don't want to drive it. I just want to watch it. That's all. I just want to watch the car.
You know what you should be watching, though, is that I've got some cuteness for you with regard to trending. In fact, you know, some superheroes that, you know, you only dream about them. Yeah. But I must just say that when they come to, you know, real life, I think that's when they're really, really special. In fact, there are some kids who decided to do this whole Justice League thing. Aww. They went viral, and then Warner Brothers said, you know what, guys, we're going to treat you to something very special. Yeah. And that is a red carpet experience. So it is the cutest thing ever. Please go check it out if you've got some time and some data this weekend. It's the Justice League kiddie version, but it's really powerful, and more importantly, it'll make you go, oh. It's just something.
That is so powerful. I absolutely love that. Such a heartwarming story.
It is
hey?
beautiful. It really is.
Oh, it inspired so many people. Very, very nice. Well, thank you so much, Carl. And of course, you can let us know which hashtag, video or story has caught your attention online this morning. You can share your thoughts with us online and on our Facebook page, and as well as our Twitter page using that hashtag Expresso Show.
Right, let's have a bit of fun right now with the Sportsman's Wear, our Slam Jam Challenge. We're putting our guests over the course of the next 2 weeks through this challenge. They have to accumulate the most amount of points. We have Rouge yesterday, 10,000 points. And of course, the guest at the end of the day that has the most amount of points will walk away with their very own done-run indoor table tennis table. All right, so we have Desmond from Nedbank. He's up first, brother man. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, man?
Cool. So before we're going to be chatting, traveling, and, you know, the travel card and everything like that. All right, so you've got 5 balls.
5 balls.
Here's how it works. You need to, as a serve works, it needs to bounce on this side and then land on whichever number you hope to aim for and get. All right, and we also have Ryan and Keegan with us as well. That's going to be trying their hand. Let's go for it, Desmond. Let's go for it. Here are the balls, and let's see. What's the strategy going to be here? 2-5, 2-5, another 2-5. That's 5,000. 2-5. Okay. And 2-5. Okay, well done. Let's get a final score there.
God damn it.
10,000. You are tied with Rouge at the moment. If you got that last one, Desmond. All right.
Just that one, so close.
Keegan, you're going to go first. Ryan, sorry. All right. So 5 balls, you know the deal. 2-5. 2-5. 2-5. 2-5.
Get in, son.
2-5.
Yes.
Okay. That's it. Let's get a final update there. 12,500. 12,500. All right, Keegan, are you ready, man?
4,000 over there, guys.
12,500 is the top score, and go for it. Oh shit. 500. 0. 100. 2-5. 500. Is that it?
That's it.
All right, final score. 4,000. 4,000. All right, well, you are in the lead, my friend.
Here we go.
Ryan, you are in the lead. 12,500. That's our top score. So you are in the running to walk away with this done run.
This is
Table tennis, dude. How does that feel?
I was just telling him we actually need one of these.
Well, there we go. Listen, we're going to keep playing this. It's a lot of fun. But you at home also stand a chance to win your very own done-run indoor table tennis table. What you need to do is just head on over to Sportsman's Wear, sign up for a rewards card, and you'll be automatically entered into the competition to walk away with this fantastic table tennis table. You can check out more details on our Facebook page, and T's and C's are on our website, expressoshow.com.
In the national news this morning, widely respected Justice Bess Nkabende has retired after 18 years as a judge. Of these, 12 were spent as a judge of the Constitutional Court. Paying tribute to her, Deputy Justice Chief Raymond Zondo said Nkabende had made a significant contribution during her judicial career and handed down judgments that had provided benefit to large sections of society. Apart from the Constitutional Court, she also held positions at the High Court, Labour Court, Labour Appeal Court and Supreme Court of Appeal. The City of Johannesburg says it has activated outbreak response teams across the city to help educate the public on preventing the spread of listeriosis, a disease that has thus far claimed over 30 lives. MMC for Health and Social Development, Dr. Mpho Palatse, called on residents to educate themselves on the types of food that are most likely to contain listeria and what preventative measures they can take. Palatse said that it was important to always check that the labels on dairy products such as soft cheese, ice cream and yogurt contain the words made with pasteurized milk. Now moving further abroad, clashes have broken out between Palestinian protesters and Israeli troops across the West Bank over American President Donald Trump's recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital. It comes as Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Tutu joins a chorus of international leaders who have denounced the American president's move. At least 31 Palestinians have been wounded in clashes in the Gaza Strip and across the occupied West Bank. Trump's announcement has reversed decades of U.S. policy on this sensitive issue. And then finally, Zimbabwe has taken steps towards ending its economic isolation in its first budget since the end of Robert Mugabe's 37-year authoritarian rule. Finance Minister Patrick Chinamasa announced a package of measures aimed at wooing international investors. Meanwhile, a white commercial farmer who was evicted from his farm in Manicaland province is reportedly set to return after the decision was reversed by President Emmerson Mnangagwa's new administration. Mnangagwa was quoted as saying, "They are Zimbabweans and belong to Manicaland province." Well, that was your 7 o'clock news update. Let's get a look at what's happening in the world of sport. Here's Carl.
So the World 7 Series heads to South Africa this weekend as the Cape Town Sevens kicks off tomorrow. After claiming their first title win of the season last weekend with a final 24-12 win over New Zealand, the Blitzboks currently sit top of the World Series log with 22 points. South Africa have been placed in Pool A this weekend and will face France, Russia and Kenya in the group stage. Let's move to football. It turns out the world of football loves Cristiano Ronaldo more than he loves himself. Ronaldo capped off 2017 with another individual honor as he was awarded his 5th Ballon d'Or Player of the Year title in Paris last night, beating out the likes of Lionel Messi and Neymar. Ronaldo's win sees him tied in first place with Messi as the Ballon d'Or's most successful recipients. Ronaldo's Real Madrid will be in action this weekend as they take on Sevilla, that's in La Liga. Elsewhere, Atletico Madrid face off with Real Betis, while Barcelona, they'll battle Villarreal. The focus of the English Premier League will be on Old Trafford on Sunday as United welcome City in the Manchester derby. 8 points currently separate the two Manchester sides on the table, with City in first on 43 points, while United are second with 35. Elsewhere in the EPL this weekend, Chelsea tackle West Ham, Arsenal are up against Southampton, while Liverpool host Everton in the much anticipated Merseyside derby. Staying with some football action, let's go local now. The Premier Soccer League continues this weekend as SuperSport United go head-to-head with Cape Town City FC. That's in Nelspruit tomorrow. While Cape Town City are up in 6th place on the log, SuperSport are still playing catch-up after their CAF Confed commitments. They lie down in 10th place. However, they have 6 games in hand. Also in PSL action this weekend, Chiefs are up against Platinum Stars, while Pirates tackle Amazulu. That's it for your sport for now. Let's go to Ewan with your traffic.
That's right, it's just a couple of minutes past 7 o'clock right now. Let's quickly take a look at what is happening out on the roads. Starting off in Gauteng, Braamfontein, there's been a truck accident on the M1 southbound, and that's on the off-ramp to Smith Street. Traffic is backing up there. Then also in Gauteng, Boysons, traffic is backing up on the Soweto Highway eastbound, and that's towards Costa Street. Over in the Western Cape, in Cape Town, on the Metro Rail trains, there are delays of 30 to 40 minutes on the Central Line and delays of 20 minutes on the Southern Line. That's all we have for you in terms of traffic. Be safe on your commute to work or wherever you are going this morning. Be safe and reach those destinations safely. In your weather, quickly take a look at those temperatures. It looks like Cape Townians can get a bit of a break from the very hot day experienced yesterday. However, still a hot day expected with a maximum of 30 in the mother city, and there's a couple of thunder showers in forecast for the northern parts of the country. Polokwane begin op 12 grade minimum en 'n maximum van 24. Mbombela 15, 24. Pretoria 13, 24. Johannesburg begin op 12 grade minimum en 'n maximum 23. Mahikeng 15, 26. Klerksdorp 13, 27. Kimberley begin op 16 en styg na 31 grade. Bloemfontein 12, 28. Richards Bay starting off on 18 with a maximum 26. Pietermaritzburg 12, 25. Durban 20, 26. Mthatha on 12 minimum with a maximum 30. East London 18, 27. Cradock 14, 37 degrees. Port Elizabeth 17 with a maximum 27, George 16, 33, Sutherland 15, 32, Cape Town 18, 30, Worcester very hot today, 16 and a maximum of 41 later on today, Springbok 18, 37 and Uppington 21 with a maximum 35 degrees. That's a wrap of your weather for the 7 o'clock bulletin. One more update will be heading your way just after 8.
Thank you so much, Ewan. Carl, I have a question for you. Has your airtime ever run out at the worst, most inconvenient time?
Yes, it happens actually all the time. So when you're on your way to a meeting and you're late, and you have to like tell somebody, you know, I'm going to be late. Unfortunately, the airtime just it kind of runs out there, and you want to like get the message through, but unfortunately you can't.
Yeah.
And that's the worst feeling in the world, though. And I'm not
you.
I'm not a contract guy. I'm prepaid. So it's tough, you know what I'm saying?
Well, here's something that's going to make you smile. With the Nedbank Money app, you can purchase airtime straight from your phone in a matter of seconds. Literally no need to mission to the shops, saving you a whole lot of hassle and time. Plus, you can also send airtime or data to friends and to family by selecting them in your contacts list. It's the ultimate convenience.
And when you download the Nedbank Money app, you stand the chance of winning a 1,000 Rand voucher from loot.co.za. And we have a voucher to give away every single day. In order to win, all you have to do is download the Nedbank Money app in your preferred app store today, log in with your details, and post a screenshot of the welcome page on the Expresso Facebook competition post. It's that easy. Terms and conditions apply, of course, and they can be found at expressoshow.com.
Bank anytime, anywhere with the new Nedbank Money app. To enroll, simply enter your Nedbank card number and PIN, and that's it. Download the new Nedbank Money app today and manage your money like never before.
Well, still ahead on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're taking a very quick break. Don't go anywhere. Go recharge your coffee cup. When we come back, we take a look at some of the best tech gifting ideas for the holiday season. And if you're going to be traveling with your pets as well, then there's some great gadgets for that as well. We'll run you through that and a whole lot more after the break.
Ever wanted to visit a snowy winter wonderland or relax on a tropical beach? You can visit your ideal destination when you win one of 21 dream holidays every week from the 2nd of October until the 15th of December with hashtag BP Fuel My Festive. To enter, visit a BP fuel station and swipe your Avios card when you spend 400 Rand or more. Get your Avios card for free at BP, activate your card, and you could win big with hashtag BP Fuel My Festive.
To have perfect.
Okay, cool. So
stuff.
everything's in there.
So yeah, thank you very much.
The red medley frozen yogurt. Lovely. And then I'm saying, while talking about the yogurt, you've also got a very delicious smoothie, red berry medley frozen yogurt.
The very berry breakfast smoothie.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
I believe balanced living starts with planning my menu. Starts with.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. It is a fabulous day in South Africa. And of course, we've got so many great things to share with you. Now, the Woolworths hashtag Starts With Challenge was a great way to kickstart summer. And it really did motivate us to embrace our healthier selves. One such person did just that and is walking away with a 20,000 Rand Woolworths voucher. Everybody make some noise for the winner of the hashtag Starts With Challenge. Oyama Botha, everybody.
Yay!
Come on. Good to have you on the show, girl. Congratulations for winning.
Thank you. And thank you so much for having me.
Oh, I must say, it is so exciting. Who basically, kind of motivated you to get involved with the challenge?
Well, the challenge itself was just a motivation because it was about starting something.
Yeah.
And new beginnings are always a great way of doing things. But for me, it was a thing that I've been doing for years. So for me, my Starts With Challenge was based on the fact that it was about loving myself.
Yeah.
Because with loving myself came eating healthy, eating right, doing all great things. But it all started with radical self-love, and that's the hashtag.
I love that, because that was the one thing that I wanted to ask you. What did you change? Because it's not about changing a lot of things. It's about changing that one thing, and for you, it was self-love.
Definitely. And obviously, you had to either make a commitment or a change. And for me, it was mainly a commitment, because loving myself comes from a long way. It's been a journey, and having this challenge basically just reinforced that. And showing other people that this can happen, but the number one umbrella thing that needs to happen is you need to love yourself first.
I love that. I love that. Okay, so there's many viewers out there who are watching this morning who are looking for some motivation, basically to start with. What would you say to them ahead of their maybe hashtag Starts With journey?
Okay, obviously starts with means start.
Yes.
So the number one thing that you need to do is start.
Exactly.
But what do you start with? Obviously, you can start with eating healthy, and it's very easy because you get that anyway. That motivation is anyway. You can start with exercising. That motivation is also everywhere, because you've got your exercise programs that are on TV all the time. But what about self-love? Because for me, it's a thing of, if you don't love yourself, you're not going to get to a point of even eating right, of being able to be a light to people who are the voiceless, because when you love yourself, you exude so much positivity, and you're able to inspire the next person to love themselves as well. And like I said, loving yourself means taking care of yourself as well.
I love that. I love that. Now, taking care of yourself means that you put the right kind of foods into your body.
Of course.
What was your favorite Woolworths product that you kind of embraced during your journey?
This baby right here.
What is that?
The red berry medley frozen yogurt.
Ooh, that looks amazing.
Delicious.
Wow, wonderful. Okay,
delicious.
Cool. So you've also got a really delicious smoothie that you've incorporated the red berry medley frozen yogurt into. What are some of the ingredients that you put in the smoothie this morning?
So the smoothie is called the Very Berry Breakfast Smoothie.
Very berry. I like it.
That sounds delicious already, right?
Strawberries, you've got raspberries, you've got some blueberries over here, you've got mint.
Just for garnishing.
Lovely.
And some chia seeds as well.
Nice.
And a bit of milk. So you're just going to pour that in there. Just so that, it moves.
Yeah,
so
you want to put enough there because you're sharing this, girl.
Oh,
is that
yes,
enough?
for the two of us.
Is that enough? Let's just put a little
Let's
bit
put
extra. There we go. Awesome
there we go.
Stuff.
Okay, perfect. Just
Make sure
going
you
to pop
close
that in
nice and
properly.
Wonderful.
Okay, then you just pop it in there.
Look at you. A little more. A little more.
Yeah, there we go. Yes.
So vibrant and beautiful. Very nice. This is Oyama's Very Berry Breakfast Smoothie. Of course, her favorite product in the Woolworths range is Red Berry Medley Frozen Yogurt. If you would like this recipe this morning, it's super easy. All you have to do is SMS the keyword drink to 33728. We'll send you your ingredients list and the link to the recipe, and you could be making this yourself. A great way to hashtag start your amazing journey with
How
the
delicious
Starts With
does that
campaign.
look?
It looks so gorgeous. So full of texture. I love it.
Always good for breakfast. You need to have those nutrients, like
look at her
banana
garnishing
in
there as
just
well.
for control.
Ladies and gentlemen, Oyama Botha, the winner of the hashtag Starts With Challenge by Woolworths. Well done, my love. You've
Thank
done
you
so
so
well.
much.
Continue on your journey.
Cheers.
And of course, she said self-love is the key to any amazing journey that you need to start with. So here's to you. Let's drink. I'm going to taste it.
Okay.
Well done. Love it. Yes.
I believe balanced living starts with loving the body I'm in. Starts with.
So at this time of the year, it's a very important question to ask. Have you made your Christmas list and checked it twice over? If not, don't worry, our tech guru Tienus Jansen van Rensburg is here to review some very cool tech toys for gifting ideas. How's it, brother? How are you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Cool. So the festive season, I'm all about tech gifts, man. If anybody wants to get me anything tech related, I'm happy with that.
The more gadgets, the better.
So there's some very cool stuff. We're taking a look at what is available on loot.co.za. Firstly, the Samsung Galaxy Frontier Gear S3 smartwatch.
Right, so I mean, this is one of your top-of-the-line smartwatches. It's meant for people that have a bit of adventure in their life, that like to go outside, that like running. There you go.
No,
and it's a very interesting smartwatch. It's a little bit different than the normal Galaxy, the normal Gear S3. So you still have the little swivel wheel that you use to use the interface, which is really cool and works well. And of course, it comes with a bunch of extra stuff compared to the regular smartwatch, like GPS for those people that like running and need it to be tracked on their wearables.
That's a brilliant present. Now, it's brilliantly priced on loot.co.za, as you can see there, for 4,999 Rand. That's a saving of 1,000 Rand, so definitely a perfect gift. Something else that I also love, the Plantronics Backbeat Pro 2 wireless Bluetooth headset. Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, so when you're going for that run, why not have a wireless headset with you? I mean, obviously, it's for people that really like music. This is a high-quality audio device. It's got noise cancelling, which means that you won't be bothered by any noises coming from the outside. It won't distort the music or the podcast or whatever you're listening to. And having that wireless access on the go is really useful. And I think this is a great device for a gifting idea for people that like music.
Absolutely, man. Especially when I go running, I love doing it with music, but having the wires all the time, it can get a little bit annoying. But very cool. You can find this headset on Loot for 2,699 Rand. That's you can save 2,400 Rand if you buy that. That's almost 50% off. That's a brilliant deal. Lastly, we're talking about the Nintendo Classic Mini, man.
Yeah.
Take us back to the 90s.
Oh man, I'm so excited about this little device. It's a good old-fashioned gaming platform. It takes us back to the 90s where we had 8-bit pixelated games on the screens, and it's a great retro feel. And it comes in at a very affordable price, and what you get for that price is some of the best games of the 1990s. And I mean, especially if you grew up with it back in the day, I mean, how great would it be to share this with your kids as well? That, Super Mario was the best game of the time, and now you can have it at a very cheap price on your brand new classic Nintendo.
That is epic, man. That is absolutely epic. I mean, there's even Donkey Kong is in there, which is amazing.
All the greats, yeah.
Now, the retro Nintendo Classic Mini will take you definitely back to the 90s with its 21 classic games. You can find it on loot.co.za for 1,299 Rand. And also, don't forget, we are giving away a Nintendo Switch console that's worth 5,199 Rand and a carrying case with the screen protector worth 370 Rand in our Pick a Box giveaway today. That's going to be very exciting. The Nintendo Switch, you were saying it, well, you absolutely love it.
I love it.
Yeah. So, sorry, you want to add there? I love it. That's it.
That's all you need to know. That's great.
Righto. Thank you very much, Tienus. Some great gifts for the festive season. Make sure you head over to loot.co.za for great deals. You can, of course, save up to 70% on selected electronic computers and also gadgets. Perfect for your festive season shopping.
So when it comes to this lovely festive season, I mean, there's nothing worse than leaving your pets at home and, you need to go on road trips. You need to explore a bit. And I feel like this is the perfect way to ensure that you have the right tech for the festive season. So Mornay Claassen is with us here on Expresso. Mornay, welcome. You are the National Sales and Marketing Manager of WagWorld. I'm looking forward to a little bit of a modeling show with a very special model. So let's start. First things first, the model herself, Lulu Bell. Please tell me more about this amazing animal.
Well, thank you very much, firstly, for having us on the show. It's always a pleasure being here. Lulu is the inspiration. She's also the CEO of WagWorld. She belongs to Chrissy Dickinson, and Chrissy got Lulu as a gift from her sister, and she went out to find some products. She couldn't find anything that she liked, and that was basically how WagWorld started 10 years ago. So she is still in charge, looks after all the products, looks after us, and makes sure that we do our work.
I've never met a doggy CEO, but this is wonderful. I can see a lot of poise with Lulu Bell, who is the model today. And I'm looking forward to checking out all the travel tech that you have on offer. So let's get it started. Let's start this modeling show the right way with Lulu Bell. Which one would you like to show us first?
Well, obviously, when you go traveling, something that's very good for us to have is the car seat hammock.
Oh, wow.
And this helps you. I'm going to show you. Basically, what you do is you put this. Sorry, Lulu. You fit this in the back of your car.
Yeah.
So in these two handles here slip over the back seat of your car.
Oh, very cool.
And then these go over the front seat. So it creates a hammock on your back seat, and it basically protects your seats, obviously, when the dogs are dirty, wet, whatever, against scratches, and also prevents the dog from jumping to the front. When you hit the brakes, you know, they don't fall behind the seat. Yeah. So a definite must-have. And there's also a pocket here that you can put your lead in,
Yes.
or your water bottle, or whatever you need. Yeah.
Let me just check with Lulubal. Lulubal, what do you think of that? Okay, you see, Lulubal's looking at it, saying one of the favorite items of hers with regard to some of the travel tech, though. I also feel like I could probably lay in there with the dog.
What's great about these is that you can also use them, obviously, when you're traveling, to put it on a mat, and you know, it's always a spot for your dog to sleep. Yeah.
And it fits most vehicles.
Yeah, it fits most vehicles, and it could either go in the back seat or it can go in an SUV in the dog box. Yeah.
Great stuff. What else do you have over here, Morning?
Well, obviously, when you're traveling, what's very important is always to make sure that your dog is hydrated.
Absolutely.
So, especially traveling in this heat, make sure that your dog have always water, and they've got two bottles available. This one basically just flips over, and it creates a little bowl there for them to drink water.
That is
and
so cool.
And this one, basically, you've got a bowl there, so you can either put food or you can put water in there. That we also can recommend for traveling with your pet, obviously. Make sure that there's always food available. Pat course is always welcome.
You know, pat course is important, though, and I can just picture a lovely doggy enjoying, Lulubal's favorite Hills food in there would be wonderful. I can just picture it now. Lulubal?
Lulu?
So Lulu is actually just
Lulu
assessing.
is-
I mean, the
Lulu is
CEO
assessing
doesn't want to be too busy with the employees. That's what it goes. Lulubal. But of course, you know how it goes. It's a wonderful, wonderful device as well. And it's really like a compact. Looks like a CD case, an old
It's
school one.
very compact. Also, the outside holder is waterproof, so obviously it prevents when it's wet or dirty, you know, it's easy to keep it clean. Then what we also have, just to make sure that your dog is extra safe, obviously like these little halters, you know, go around the dog, and then this little gadget here, basically, you slip it into the halter, obviously with the dog inside,
All
and
right.
then this goes through you put the seatbelt through here. So hook the seatbelt, slip it in, and then your dog is basically like belted
That
up,
is
yeah.
safety first. Can I just see that, though?
Mm.
I mean, it's also very festive as well for the season, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Lulu Jingle Bells, that's how it goes. Wonderful.
Yeah, our friends at Absolute Pets gave these to us, borrowed these to us. So it's obviously getting into the festive season. Yeah. And then obviously the last thing, always make sure that you've got a little pouch available.
Yes.
Because obviously you've got to clean up little poop bags inside here. So good to have that and clean up after yourself, yeah.
You know, I love the travel tech, and I mean, it's just in time for the festive season. I know it's Lulubal approved, which means a lot to every single pet out there. But Mornay, thank you so much for joining us here on Expresso. And of course, Mornay is from Wag World. If you want to check out some amazing things from Wag World, of course, you are welcome to do so. But I mean, this festive season, don't leave your pet at home. There's enough tech here to go around, so ensure that they enjoy the festive season along with you in a safe and happy environment with the right type of tech for the long road.
When he's healthier, he's happier. And a dog's tail never lies. Give him the science of happy, found in Hills, the brand recommended by vets worldwide.
Well, coming up after the break, we're talking about a really great way to travel with your money after the break.
Yep, Zolanen is also in the house for some
Yeah.
cranberry cluster muesli treats. Don't miss that after the break.
Ever wanted to visit a snowy winter wonderland or relax on a tropical beach? You can visit your ideal destination when you win one of 21 dream holidays every week from the 2nd of October until the 15th of December with hashtag BP Fuel My Festive. To enter, visit a BP fuel station and swipe your Avios card when you spend 400 Rand or more. Get your Avios card for free at BP, activate your card, and you could win big with hashtag BP Fuel My Festive.
to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Now, the festive season is officially here, and I'm sure that we all have begun the countdown to that moment where we get to pack our bags and board our flights. Now, Nedbank has just released their brand new travel card, which will allow you to access your money safely and conveniently when traveling abroad. And here to tell us more about it is Desmond Osmond from Nedbank. Desmond, so good to have you on the show.
Thank you very much. Always a pleasure to be here.
I must tell you, this time of the year always just gives me the travel feels, because I mean, it's festive season.
It is the season. It is the season.
I think when it comes to this time of the year, like we said, most people rush to book their flights, they book their accommodation, they get their budget sorted, but they wait till the absolute last minute to convert their money.
Yes.
When should you think of converting your rands into foreign currency?
So the last minute game has always been in play because you know what, you want to try and convert closest to that exchange rate so that when you do go abroad, you can actually take advantage of the fact that your 1 rand is $1, if that is the current exchange. But with the new Nedbank travel card, you can actually lock in your rate. So you don't have to now wait until, you know, if the rate is good right now, go in early, lock in your rate so that if it is $10 to 10 rand, you can hold on to that and say, when I travel, I'll be able to spend exactly $1,000, you know?
That is absolutely amazing. I love it, I love it, I love it. Now the question is, do you have to be a Nedbank client to use the card though?
Not at all.
Are you serious?
The Nedbank travel card is available to all travelers alike. Plus, if you take it up now, before the 31st of December, it comes with no card fees at all.
That is absolutely amazing. So what happens if I load a certain amount on the card? If I come back from my travels and I've still got money on the card, am I able to get that back?
Exactly. So just like all currencies, I mean, if you go with foreign currency, there is a currency rule that says 30 days you have to cash out and then convert that back. In this travel card, you have 30 days to cash your card out. Plus, we also have a Forex investment account that you can cash out into and just keep your money safe.
It just keeps getting better and better. I absolutely love it. Okay, so I've also heard that Nedbank has partnered up with Travel Start, and you've also launched a pretty amazing competition. Do you want to tell us more about it?
Let me tell you more about it. So Travel Start was gracious enough to offer us and our new Nedbank travel card clients the opportunity to win 1 out of 5 Travel Start vouchers to the value of 10,000 rand each. On this very show on Monday, we will be announcing 2 winners. We hope that when we call them, we can find them.
Absolutely.
So the first 2 winners will be announced on Monday, so guys, look out. And there's still that grand prize, courtesy of the Nedbank travel card. There's still that grand prize of a 50,000 rand holiday to anywhere in the world.
That sounds amazing. All right, so basically as of Monday, we're going to be changing people's lives.
Exactly.
I love it.
We're going to be giving people a reason to travel with a new way to travel with money.
That is so awesome. Desmond, thank you so much for joining us, for telling us more about the travel card, for telling us more about the competition, and for giving us the travel feels, because that's what the festive season is all about.
It's all about it.
I love it. I love it. Well, you still have the chance of winning one of 10,000 rands Travel Start vouchers, or that incredible grand prize of a trip to anywhere in the world worth 50,000 rand. Did you hear what I said? Anywhere in the world worth 50,000 rand. So sign up for the new Nedbank travel card today by visiting any Nedbank Forex or go online to nedbank.co.za. This is your ticket to the ultimate destination holiday. So make sure that you sign up, and remember that terms and conditions do apply and can be found on nedbank.co.za.
So it's nice to have the travel feels and take your money overseas, but how are you going to get there? And that's why I've got some amazing Travel Start deals just for you and just in time for the festive season. Now, first and foremost, it gets really hot in South Africa in summer. You know how it goes. Well, how about traveling to Europe for a European winter? In fact, why not go visit the royals? Because that's a cool idea. Maybe you'll get Prince Harry and Meghan Markle there. You never know. So Travel Start's got a really cool deal. In fact, 7,489 rand. That is where it starts with regard to getting a flight. That's to London. And that's really great if you think about it. You know, really travel on a festive season. Why not do that? Lovely. Now, if you like shopping, if you like lavish lives and, you know, lovely cars, as well as a bit more heat, then I'm sure you want to go to Dubai. Travel Start's got this really cool deal. In fact, they're offering flights from as little as 4,999 rand. Now, another little option for you is that, you know what? There's nothing better than a staycation. In fact, go visit some family in Durban or Cape Town or Johannesburg. So there are some really cool local flights deals, and these start at only 499 rand. So if you want to check out these details, you got the travel feels, then click on thetravelsstart.co.za.
All right. standing outside, it's sunny. Zola is joining me right now. Right, caught me off guard there for a second, but it's okay because it's Christmas, and what you need to be doing this time of the year is, of course, preparing those presents, and we love homemade gifts.
We do.
Especially ones that you can eat.
Yes.
And this is a great one for a stocking filler or maybe for that Christmas jar.
Yep.
We're talking cranberry cluster muesli treats.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing, using our muesli cranberry yogurt clusters from Jungle.
Yeah, and don't they look festive with this pink color? I love them.
That's the
I
thing.
think that they're so cute. Look.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, cool, Zola. So how are we going to put this together?
It is so simple to put these together. You can actually make so many of these and give them as gifts, and all your friends will love you.
Great.
Okay?
So make in bulk and don't be scared.
Make them in bulk, put them in jars, tie a little ribbon, and you've got a beautiful gift. Okay.
All right.
So in here, I've got some marshmallows melted. It's pink because I use pink and white.
Okay. How
did
you melt them?
Pink, just a bit of butter.
Okay.
Marshmallows over very low heat or in a bain-marie.
Okay.
We're just keeping it in the water just to make sure that it stays melted. Okay. Just like that. Then you take your jungle clusters, cranberry yogurt clusters. It's a delicious flavor.
Nice.
And also, I think cranberries are very festive.
Yes.
So I think it's a good flavor to use.
It
but
is
you could use
festive,
the
isn't
chocolate
it?
ones if you wanted. You could use any variety of the jungle muesli.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you just pop it in here.
All
and
right.
that is it.
Oh, look at those little...
That is it. It's got
I love the
little pink nuggets in there. Look at that. That's the yogurt. There it is.
All right.
And it's got beautiful dried cranberries in there. And of course, it's got jungle oats.
There we go.
Natural wonder.
It's a natural wonder of the world.
And then all you do is stir it.
What is with
oh,
this?
that's some cinnamon, yeah, for a bit of spice.
Sorry, it's hidden under the...
Yeah, it was hidden under the pot.
Okay,
eh?
see.
Trying to trick me. Okay, so a bit of ground cinnamon just for extra festive spice.
Okay.
And if you keep it on the heat, it's so much easier to stir.
Yeah.
But listen, at first it seems a little difficult. Let me show people because you can't see into the pot. It seems a little difficult, but just keep going.
There we
keep
go.
Stirring. And this is actually a great thing for the kids to do during the holidays as well. Mom can just melt the stuff, and then the kids can sort of stir it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then all you do is line a baking tin or a loaf tin with wax paper or greaseproof paper, just like that. And then you just press this into it, leave it to set.
Okay.
Here we go. Let me just...
And then you have it. Do you need to put it in the fridge?
You don't need to put it into the fridge. No, it'll set just at room temperature. You can put it into the fridge. It's not an issue at all.
And I mean, this will keep.
This will keep in a sealed jar for weeks.
Really?
2 weeks.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
set
amazing.
for Christmas.
Listen, the keyword is jungle. SMS that to 33728. That's jungle to 33728. You can get your hands on your very own cranberry clusters, mueslis, treats. It's absolutely amazing. Like Zola said, make them in bulk. Great gifts as well. Put a nice little gift wrapping paper around it with little ribbons. Zola, that'll be absolutely amazing.
So
you finish that off. Here are those steps once again for you.
To make the cranberry cluster muesli treats, you'll need jungle muesli cranberry and yogurt clusters, cinnamon, marshmallows and butter. Combine the marshmallows and butter, stir until melted. Add the jungle clusters and cinnamon, then mix to combine. Press the mixture into a pan and allow to cool. For the full recipe, visit the Expresso Morning Show Facebook page or log on to expressoshow.com. SMS the keyword jungle to 33728 to receive the shopping list on your phone. Click on the link provided to view the recipe. SMSs cost R1.50, no free SMSs, T's and C's apply.
And there we have it. That keyword once again is jungle. SMS that to 33728 to get your hands on your very own cranberry clusters and muesli, and it's absolutely amazing. It's such a great gift, man, Zola. You are a great gift. You're a great gift for all of us here at Expresso. Stop it. It's a beautiful day. Zola's still here with some phenomenal recipes. You do not want to go away. Stick around with us on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It's kept South Africans going longer and stronger for almost 100 years.
I'm officially hungry right now after... Did you see that?
I know, it looks so good.
Sure. Well, if you're hungry for more, we still got so much more entertainment here on Expresso. In fact, Julia Roberts and Jacob Tremblay, they'll be chatting Wonder a little later.
And then, of course, it's time for us to get on vogue and on time. The Fashion Fix comes up after the break.
Clover Classic Custard and Clover Crush are hashtag way better together. Stand a chance of winning daily cash and airtime prizes or the grand prize of a Toyota RAV4 when you buy a 1 kilogram classic custard and a 1 litre crush together. To enter the competition, dial *120 *5676 hash and follow the prompts. You'll need the barcodes from both products and can enter as many times as you like. For the full competition, T's and C's, visit clover.co.za.
to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Time for us to catch up with some international entertainment news. But before we do that, Carl, I've got a question for you. Can you say hallelujah?
Hallelujah.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
That seems easy enough, right?
It was a struggle in my head, though. I wouldn't lie to you when I thought about it.
Well, one person who struggles with saying hallelujah is none other than Kristen Wiig. Now, instead of hallelujah, she says everything from hallelujah or hallelujah and a lot of other bloopers that left James Corden quite upset.
A beautiful, peaceful song that will heal the whole world if we get it right. Just repeat after me.
Ha.
Lay. Lu. Ya. Hallelujah.
Holler back, girl.
No! Don't do the final notes!
I love Kristen Wiig, though, hey?
But that's a tough one. When you think about it, then it gets more difficult.
Yeah, but hallelujah and holler back, girl, I don't know. James kept on trying and Kristen, well, she kept on failing.
Let's say it now, okay? All right, say it together. 1, 2, 3. Hallelujah.
Haley Rurat. Halle Berry. Hickory Farms.
Hallelujah.
How are you? I'm good.
Oh, Kristen Wiig, she's something special. She really, really is. Absolutely love her. Well, that was our roundup of international entertainment news on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Wow, okay, so hallelujah. There's something coming up because our very own superstar, Leanne, was with the cast of a great movie called Wonder, a film adaptation from that New York Times best-selling book. And of course, she decided to chat to some superstars of herself because the thing is, Julia Roberts is there as well as Jacob Tremblay, and I can tell you Leanne felt right at home. Take a look.
The film Wonder lives up to its name in its incredible cast, amongst them David Diggs. The Broadway star scored his role in the film after a rooftop Skype audition.
You are not ugly, Augie.
You just have to say that because you're my mom.
Because I'm your mom, it counts the most, because I know you the most.
Julia, Jacob, welcome to Expresso. So cool to have you on our show.
Thank you.
I must say this movie, I'm emotional. I am emotional. I saw it yesterday. It's absolutely amazing. The words, be kind because everybody in life is fighting their own battle, really just came out so strong. Julia, why was it so important for you to attach your name to this movie?
Well, I was so taken by the novel, just absolutely knocked out by it, and by its gentleness and with the kind of ease and humor that she was just subtly teaching us over and over again that we have the power. We have the choices all day, every day. And that was it for me.
I love it. I think it's one of those movies where you walk into the theater one way and you come out a completely different person. You're so challenged in your own life to do better, to be better. But Jacob, can I get a high five? Yes, pretty good, buddy. You're amazing.
Fist bump too.
Fist bump. But you got to do the. There we go.
There we go.
You went through a major transformation in this film, and I think a lot of kids your own age are going to be so blown away by it. What are you hoping kids and the audience that watches this movie will take away from it?
I hope that kids take away the message choose kind, but also the message to be true to yourself and to just be who you are. And to not judge others by their differences, because when you think about it, how boring would the world be if everyone was the same?
Yeah. What was the best scene in this film for you?
Well,
as his parent, I will say he is a huge Star Wars fan, so that might give it away what his favorite scene was.
there's this one scene. I don't want to give it away.
Too much, yeah.
But
it might involve some lightsabers.
Some not lightsabers, but some. It was a really cool scene. It was there was also.
Oh, he's not going to give it away.
He's not giving it away. I love it. Everybody needs to go and see the movie. Everyone needs. I like how you did that. And for you, Julia.
I was just thinking, you're drinking during an interview? What are you doing? That was very clever.
Well done.
My favorite scene, I have a handful of them, but I think the Christmas scene, because we're just all together and happy and enjoying each other, and the phone doesn't ring with some emergency and, you know, nothing falls apart. I think that was my favorite.
I love that in this movie, everyone can identify with at least one character in the movie. And I think that for where the world is today, we need something like this. And what you come out with in the end with Choose Kindness, that is extremely powerful. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
In local cinemas from 8 December, this heartwarming film encourages all of us to #ChooseKind. So make sure you don't miss your chance to see Wonder. You definitely have to go and see Wonder, but now we're about to wonder as to what's happening in the world of fashion. Wonder no more because the Fashion Fix is up next. Oh, well, the Fashion Fix is indeed here. No need to look any further. Our Style Squad is here, and they are about to ensure that we have everything that we need to begin the weekend on Vogue and on time with only the latest and greatest in fashion news trending all over the globe. So say hello to our Fashion Fix panel. Everybody, it's Expresso fashion editor Nick Strelitz in the house, fashion director Kelly Fong, and presenter Tabuji Mtimunye, everybody. The OGs are in the house.
My lady.
How's it going, y'all? I miss you. Nick, let's take a trip abroad. What is the need to know international fashion news?
Well, it was the biggest night in fashion this week. I'm talking about the British Fashion Awards for 2017, which just went down in London. So I'm going to give you guys the inside scoop as to the biggest winners of the night. First up, there's Anna and Mr. Carl. Just having a casual night out.
As they do.
As they do. So Model of the Year. Now, this is Model of the Year. This is Super Model of the Year. This is the best and brightest model of the world. It's Abdoa Aboa, Ghanaian born.
Yes. Oh, wow.
What up, Africa?
Abdoa Aboa.
Abdoa Aboa. She's had an incredible year this year.
Yeah.
She graced the cover of British Vogue.
Wow.
She was on every catwalk this summer. She endorsed Marc Jacobs Beauty. She just killed it. And she beat out the likes of Kaya Gerber, Cindy Crawford's daughter.
Oh, my goodness.
Those Hadid girls are out. Well, until next year when they win it again. Designer of the Year, Mr. Raf Simons for Calvin Klein.
Nice.
Not my pick, but I love him. He was like my second pick. But he's sort of been charged with revitalizing a brand that was huge in the 90s. He's sort of a bit of a dip, and now it's back. Here you see some bits of this latest collection. So that was a really, really fantastic win and great for Calvin Klein.
Very cool.
Okay, a big award of the night. For the first time, they did a special award for innovation. And we need innovation in the fashion industry because of the wastage. Went to Miss Stella McCartney, lifelong vegetarian. Now listen, the reason she is a vegetarian.
Thank you for that little...
No, it links to the no real fur, no real leather, which is what she did.
I hear you.
So she has to be as innovative as possible. She doesn't use real fur or real leather, and she's up against some stiff competition in the fashion industry who use the real deal. And lastly, it's the fashion icon of the award, Miss Donatella Versace. So she's celebrating 20 years of Versace at the helm of Versace. So her brother Gianni was murdered in '98. So she took on this massive role. She's seen the brand through its ups and downs. And look at this little ending. We talked about this 2018 runway.
Best moments of this
That was amazing.
With like Gianni's
to see the OGs basically take to the catwalk.
So it's a big night.
It's very nice. Well, from the exciting streets of London to the hustling and bustling highways of South Africa, Tabuji, what is the latest?
Yeah, of course. So in celebrating, brands that have been here for quite a while, we are celebrating one man who has had 15 years of success. Cue David Tlale, people. 15 years of the brand. He was celebrating recently 15 years of his brand being in existence. And I mean, it's one thing to celebrate a brand being in existence and another brand being, being as successful as David Tlale has been. He's able to, transcend trends and be relevant. And one thing I really love about David is that he's able to remain cosmopolitan and relevant. Culture is always changing and evolving. So it's important that designers obviously, come with the times and still stay true to who they are. So he hosted an intimate dinner this past week with a few peers and friends and corporates, and in true David Tlale style, of course, it was an all-black party. So we really, really do love David Tlale, and I think one thing that has gained more respect with him is his show that aired this year, The Intern, which helped emerging designers to really establish themselves and hopefully build a brand like the David Tlale brand, and really just shows that he's passionate about seeing talent come to life. But the celebrations didn't start just at the dinner. They actually started much earlier on in the year at Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week. So he showcased his Spring Summer 18 collection, which was of course iconic, amazing, great, innovative, everything that is a Tlale brand in general. And so we say congratulations to David Lale and to 15 years more.
That's amazing. I was actually invited to that dinner, but I was busy.
Is it?
I'm kidding. No,
I was busy.
honey.
Busy with Julia.
I kid. Kelly, let's round it off with some trend talk.
Okay, so officially it's the start of the festive season, and unofficially the start of the end of year list season as well. So cue the slider. The world's most searched and most popular shoe of the year. Which, by the way, surpassed the sneaker.
Are you
and
serious?
the heel.
Wow. This shoe doesn't work for everybody, though. Trust me, if you've got a thin foot,
it's not it will work for you. Listen. There's so many different kinds. I mean, you've seen like Rihanna wearing it, and you've seen Gigi Hadid wear it, and really you'll get used to it, especially these holidays. I mean, have you felt the heat? There's Rihanna over there.
There she
made a little casual outfit.
Gigi.
There we go. Of course,
Very
even
nice.
Snoop.
Wow.
Snoop double G.
That's pretty cool. And of course, we know that Kim Kardashian loves hers with furs. Chloe as well.
Yes,
I started seeing it.
Huge
Yeah, absolutely.
So I mean, there's so many different forms. You can definitely pull one off.
Yeah.
Take one to the pool.
Get a pedicure first.
Definitely get a pedicure.
And
Yeah.
speaking of safe trends as well, I've just found out literally right before we went on air, we can't not talk about trends and not talk about Woolworths.
We have to.
Woolworths killing it with the trends this summer. But they just heard, and you girls, we're going to go to Woolies this weekend because they're doing a 35% off all women's fashion and swimwear. Me and you at the club, at the pool together. If you pay with your Woolworths card, it's 35% off. If it's just your W Rewards card, it's 30% off. But I mean, that's massive. That's a big deal.
I love a good
And I'm
sale.
broke, so I need it.
I love a good sale.
Oh, but it's women's wear, but whatever. I'm so
You can pull it off.
Well, thank you so much, Nick, and of course, Kelly and Tabuji for keeping us on vogue and on trend and on style and on time with everything. But we are coming back a little bit later on because we need to play the game that we all love so much. It's Fab or Fail.
So, coming up in a Feel Good Breakfast Show, sorry, Ewan, I'm just doing my modeling thing.
That's good,
just,
man. That's
if you
good.
don't
Pull it
mind.
right, yeah, man.
So, if you want to find out how to save water in a song, we have that on the way.
Just like that. Fastest wins. Listen, then, like Leanne said, we're back with our fashion panel of experts. It's Fab or Fail after the break.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show. top of It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3, and it's Fashion Fix right here on Expresso. And now it's time for some no-holds-barred honesty as we look at the best and the worst in the celebrity fashion for the week. So it's everyone's favorite game, Fab or Fail. And if you're just joining us, this is how it works. We'll show our style squad snaps of some famous faces on the red carpet, and using their emoji paddles, they'll vote with either Fab or Fail. It's that simple. And for this week's edition, we're in jolly old England for the annual British Fashion Awards, one of the biggest nights in the international style game. So first up, are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right, our very first celebrity is Kaya Gerber, who was nominated for Model of the Year, and she's in Ralph and Russo. Everybody loves.
Yes.
Oh, of course, this is Cindy Crawford's daughter.
One face. It's
I know, I know.
It's crazy. But it fits her perfectly.
Absolutely.
I love it.
We all love it. Okay, let's move on to Macy Williams in Coach Game of Thrones. She's looking like love. Oh. Two hate it and one love it. Why do you love it, Kelly?
Oh, she's so young and she doesn't overdress and she doesn't
Yeah, she's
overstyle
not-
herself.
yeah.
I mean, it's so
She looks a
simple.
lot younger than what she actually is in this
that's-
picture, though.
But she's so
Actually, close up, it actually looked worse. I love Game of Thrones, but with this outfit,
Yeah, this
winter
was
is
not
most
doing
definitely
it
a coming.
I don't have her hair though.
And
but
it's
I-
coming.
Yeah,
I think
no.
Winter is here with this outfit.
Winter is
Okay,
here.
let's see if Robert Pattinson is doing any better, or rather his former fiancée, FKA Twigs in Versace. I like it.
You know, one thing I really love about FK Twigs is that she's so effortless, but she's still cool. Like literally, she is slaying this look. She's staying true to who she is. I mean, yeah, she's the one, man.
She's got a leather-studded shawl. Like, how many people can pull up leather?
Is that a shawl?
I think
It's a shawl.
her face- I think her face is beautiful, but everything below, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much.
Such a
It's
hater.
FKA
Oh, well,
Twins.
I kind of, I'm gravitating towards it.
Love
Let's
it.
look at Model of the Year winner for 2017. That name again?
Adwoa
Adwoa Aboa. Okay, everybody's loving. Tabuji, why do you not
Oh my
love
gosh,
this?
you guys like this?
Yes.
I know she won Model of the Year and she's trying to be innovative and creative, but this is a lot happening. This is like Star Wars series, the modern version in 2020. Like, this is a lot.
I can't wait to get there. That was going to be my year.
But what is this plaid going on
Yeah.
under
No,
the
it's the
skin?
Burberry. It's the Burberry print. It's
Okay.
their
Oh,
namesake
it's
print.
Burberry.
We are going to have a talk after this, Leah.
We're going to fight. All right, let's look at another model, Felicity Hayward in ASOS. Is that right?
Yes.
Shoot, this is going to be interesting. Guys, we have three fails.
No.
3 fails. Kelly, why is this a fail?
Is that enough?
I'm not going to say anything.
You're not going to say anything?
I think we're going to
Okay,
go
okay,
to
okay.
Listen, we're running out of time. One more. Let's end this with the icon Erykah Badu in an unknown outfit because
You better
doesn't
call
matter.
Tyrone.
Doesn't
You
matter.
better call Tyrone.
He is
Because
on
this outfit is
speed
not doing
dial.
it.
What did you say? No, I said Fab.
Guys, why is she channeling that guy from Gangsta's Paradise? That hairstyle.
Oh, Coolio.
Yes.
Coolio.
Okay.
Because she's Erykah Badu.
Oh
Yeah,
my word.
she can do
Okay, so
that.
we've got 2 fails
Yes.
and 1 love.
Love.
All right.
Oh,
Well, we're gonna leave it
gosh.
there, everybody. This was Fab or Fail. I must say, I'm not loving Erykah Dabu. That's all I got to say. Let's find out what's happening in the news with Ewan.
Thank you so much, Leah. And yes, let's quickly take a last look at your news headlines on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Starting off with your national news. Firstly, widely respected Justice Besin Kabinde has retired after 18 years as a judge. Of these, 12 were spent as a judge of the Constitutional Court. Paying tribute to her, Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo said Kabinde had made a significant contribution during her judicial career and handed down judgments that provided benefit to large sections of society. Now, apart from the Constitutional Court, she also held positions at the High Court, the Labour Court, Labour Appeal Court and Supreme Court of Appeal. And then the city of Johannesburg says it has activated outbreak response teams across the city to help educate the public on preventing the spread of listeriosis, a disease that has thus far claimed over 30 lives. MMC for Health and Social Development, Dr. Mpho Palatse, called on residents to educate themselves on the types of food that are most likely to contain listeria and what preventative measures to take. Palatse said it was important to always check that the labels on dairy products such as soft cheese, ice cream and yogurt contain the words made with pasteurized milk. In your international news this morning, clashes have broken out between Palestinian protesters and Israeli troops across the West Bank over American President Donald Trump's recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital. It comes as Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Tutu joins a chorus of international leaders who have denounced the American president's move. At least 31 Palestinians have been wounded in clashes in the Gaza Strip and across the occupied West Bank. Trump's announcement has reversed decades of U.S. policy on this sensitive issue. And lastly, Zimbabwe has taken steps towards ending its economic isolation in its first budget since the end of Robert Mugabe's 37-year authoritarian rule. Finance Minister Patrick Chinamasa announced a package of measures aimed at wooing international investors. Meanwhile, a white commercial farmer who was evicted from his farm in Manicaland province is reportedly set to return after the decision that was reversed by President Emmerson Mnangagwa's new administration. Mnangagwa was quoted as saying that they are Zimbabweans and belong to Manicaland province. That's where we leave your news headlines for now. Can't wait, he's got your sport up next.
Taking a look at your sporting action, the World 7 Series heads to South Africa this weekend as the Cape Town Sevens kicks off tomorrow. Now, after claiming their first title win of the season last weekend with a final 24-12 win over New Zealand, the Blitzbokke currently sit top of the World Series log with 22 points. South Africa have been placed in Pool A this weekend and will face France, Russia and Kenya in the group stage. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo, he capped off an amazing 2017 with another individual honor as he was awarded his 5th Ballon d'Or Player of the Year title in Paris last night. Beating out the likes of Lionel Messi and Neymar, Ronaldo's win sees him tied in first place with Messi as the Ballon d'Or's most successful recipients. Ronaldo's Real Madrid will be in action this weekend as they take on Sevilla, that's in La Liga. Elsewhere, Atletico Madrid face off with Real Betis, while Barcelona, they'll take on Villarreal. Now, staying with football for a second, the focus of the English Premier League will be on Old Trafford on Sunday as United welcome City in the Manchester derby. 8 points currently separate the two Manchester sides on the table, with City in first on 43 points. United, they're second on 35. Elsewhere in the English Premier League this weekend, Chelsea tackle West Ham. Arsenal are up against Southampton, and Liverpool, they host Everton in the Merseyside derby. Now let's go local. The Premier Soccer League continues this weekend as SuperSport United go head-to-head with Cape Town City FC. That's in Nelspruit tomorrow. While Cape Town City are up in 6th place on the log, SuperSport are still playing catch-up after their CAF Confed commitments. They lie down in 10th place. However, they have 6 games in hand. Also in PSL action this weekend, Chiefs are up against Platinum Stars, while Pirates, they tackle Amazulu. That's it for your sport for now. Let's take a look at the traffic. Here's Ewan.
Well, at this stage, we're only taking a look at the weather. Thank you very much, Carl. And Cape Townians can have a bit of a break from the very hot weather we experienced yesterday. However, still a very hot day expected with a maximum of 30 in the mother city. And then there's some thundershowers forecast for the northern parts of the country. Jou temperature vir 'n laaste keertjie op jou Vrydag. Polokwane begin op 12 grade minimum en 'n matige 24. Mbombela 15-24, Pretoria 13-24. Johannesburg begin op 12 grade minimum en 'n maksimum van 33 grade. Maikeng 15-26, Klerksdorp 13-27, Kimberley 16-31, Bloemfontein begin op 12 te styg na 28, Richards Bay 18-26, Pietermaritzburg on 12 with a maximum 25, Durban 20-26, Mthatha 12-30, East London on 18 with a maximum 27, Cradock 14 and a very hot 37 later on today, Port Elizabeth 17-27, George 16-33, Sutherland 15-32, Cape Town 18 and that maximum of 30, Worcester 16 and very, very hot, 41 degrees for Worcester. Springbok 18-37, Uppington 21 and a nice and hot maximum of 35 degrees. That's a wrap of your weather on your Feel Good Breakfast Show for your Friday morning.
Well, still to come after the break, we're talking about how to keep our loved ones safe on the roads this festive season.
And of course, we have a lovely recipe for rotisserie chicken. That's like my favorite weekend thing to do. I must just tell you that. It's absolutely incredible. That's all on the way on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso.
What's your dream holiday? The call of the wild or the bright lights of a big city? Make it a reality with hashtag BP Fuel My Festive. And you could win one of 21 holidays every week from the 2nd of October until the 15th of December. Simply visit a BP fuel station, spend 400 Rand or more and swipe your Avios card. Get your Avios card for free at BP. Activate the card and swipe to enter the greatest festive season competition. Hashtag BP Fuel My Festive.
Let's go, Nana. Take a show, Nana.
How does this say sorry?
When I know I let you down, and I know that I was wrong. Okay, Tabushi, you're gonna have to sing loud now.
Oh, do I have to actually sing?
Yeah, you have to sing.
So you're tired of, hey, so you're tired of no stories. Yes, but I need you around. You wouldn't be easy without you. I promise. Come on, you. Nana, Nana, please give me that. Nana, Nana, please forgive me.
Okay, don't please forgive me.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Now, the 16 days of activism for no violence against women and children comes to an end this Sunday. And now more than ever, we need the messages, the pleas, the stories to come out of this time to resonate and make a serious impact beyond those days. As we head into the festive season, let's take a look at some of the food for thought.
I begged him to stop, but it only made it worse. It's like there's this thing inside of him that just snaps. And when he's like that, he won't listen to reason. I just have to sit there and take it. But this time he just totally lost control. They said I was lucky to be alive. They said that if you'd been driving any faster, then I wouldn't be here today.
Wow, that is just the latest hard-hitting message from the Safely Home Road Safety Initiative by the Western Cape Government. And joining us to discuss its importance is the spokesperson for the Western Cape MEC of Transport and Public Works, Sipesihle Dube. So good to have you on the show.
Good morning.
Wow, what a message to kind of, just start with. But it's such an important one because this is the experience of so many South Africans. So good to have you on the show, Sipesihle. Let's talk about statistics for a moment. What is the proportion of male drivers to female children and even pedestrians that are victims of road deaths?
Yeah, so lots. So it's in the thousands, unfortunately, every year. And Safely Home collects all sorts of information since we started our campaign a few years ago. Since 2012, we know that on the roads, over about 6,000 people have been killed. Wow. Of those, about 1,300 of them have been drivers. So what's important about this campaign is that of those drivers, our driver population, 88% are men. Yeah. So what that tells us is that a lot of the times in all of our crashes, it's usually men that are behind the wheel, as opposed to any other gender, which is why we actually crafted this message, specifically speaking to the men and how they should behave when they're behind the wheel.
Those statistics are absolutely staggering.
Yeah.
What kind of work went into making this hard-hitting advertorial? Because it is so realistic, it is so raw and so real.
So we've been very fortunate to have FCB Cape Town as our media partners for all of our campaigns of late, and they're awesome. So a lot of work went into primarily making sure that the message or what was captured was as authentic as possible. Yeah. So you can see Crystal is amazing. She delivers the most amazing performance. She's quite a famous Cape Town actress as well. And then it was shot in someone's house. There was a lot of work done to make it as authentic as possible. And you can see from the shots as well, and the script and the makeup work, absolutely amazing. And I had a friend that was in a crash recently, and they came out looking similar to this. So it's quite harrowing to see those images as well.
Absolutely.
But yeah, a lot of work has been done by our agency to deliver as authentic a message as possible.
Why is it so important for Safely Home to advocate this particular message during the 16 days of activism for no violence against women and children, and especially now in the festive season as well?
Yeah, so as I said before, we've known from statistics that men are the biggest perpetrators of a lot of the crashes or the fatal crashes or crashes with its injuries that happen on our roads. So, and we've had this information for quite a while, and there was no more poignant time than now to relay this message. I know a lot of people probably aren't aware that there's various forms of abuse that women and children suffer in particular, and one of them takes place on our roads at the hands of very many men. So it became very poignant at this time for us to relay this very important message, and we hope that a lot more people will be more aware of the various forms of abuse primarily, but also the role that they can play in making sure that our roads are safer.
What do you want South Africans to take home, and what do you want South Africans to remember during this time?
Well, the underlying thing of all of our campaigns is to try to encourage or kind of to bolster a behavioral change, amongst everyone. So even if the campaign isn't directly for you, again, this one speaks directly to men and how they behave on our roads, because we know that they're the biggest perpetrators. But even if it doesn't speak to you, we hope that a lot of people will feel like this is the time, if I'm behaving badly on the road, this is the time to change that behavior and do better, particularly heading over to the festive season where we see a lot of things.
We need to do better. Thank you so much, Sipho for being here with us. And please protect your loved ones on the roads this festive season so we can forge into the new year to realize our ambitions and dreams.
All right, after that very, very hard-hitting message right now, we are enjoying the sunshine with the Zola Nene.
We are.
The Zola Nene is amazing. She's absolutely incredible. She's making some chicken because it's Braai Friday. We absolutely love it. So what we're going to do is we're going to be cooking on our brilliant Weber Master Touch braai right here. Many, many new features as well. It's got GBS grate and tuck-away lid holder. It's a fantastic braai for any kind of a braai enthusiast. It's available on loot.co.za for just 3,199 Rand. That's a saving for you of 1,100 Rand. But we're also going to be giving away one of these Weber Master Touch braais in our pick a box competition a little bit later. That's one of the prizes. So make sure that you stay tuned. All right, Zola. So we got a chicken, all right? And we've got some spices, some lemon, some sage. What are we doing?
Okay, so we're making a lemon and sage chicken.
Okay.
Okay, but we're going to do it on the rotisserie using the Master Touch.
Yeah.
And this awesome rotisserie
That's
gadget.
very cool. So we've got the Weber rotisserie attachments that you can see. I don't know how to put this on, so you're going to have to do this.
But let me make a little rub for the chicken first.
Right.
So we've got some fresh thyme chopped, a bit of sage, because it's not sage chicken without a bit of sage, right?
Okay, exactly.
And then for a bit of heat, some chili, because I know how you like it.
Right.
And then lemon zest and a bit of chopped garlic. So that's going to be mixed into a bit of butter.
Okay.
And remember on Wednesday when we were talking about roasts and stuff, and I said tuck as much butter under the skin as you possibly can.
That's right.
So I'm going to do the same thing here.
You did say that.
And it's great when you're using rotisserie, you want the chicken to get basted from the inside out, okay?
So you do that. So like Zola said, we are using the Weber rotisserie. It's great. It's even turning as well, battery operated, which is fantastic, and it really adds that kind of smoky flavor to your meat as well. This is also available, this whole unit, on loot.co.za for 899 Rand. Perfect gift, I think, for Christmas.
Oh, it's a perfect Christmas gift.
Yeah.
And if you get this, you can do your entire roast.
Hey, let's do that.
Okay, so then all you do is you take some Olive Pride.
Okay.
drizzle it over the chicken because that's what's going to give us that delicious golden color. Okay.
That filling under there looks amazing.
Isn't it? Oh, it's so flavorful. Okay, now you're going to take the rotisserie and you're going to poke the chicken into it.
What do I do?
Okay, so those spikes are what's going to hold the chicken in place.
First,
no, it doesn't have to come out. Just loosen it so that the chicken fits.
Okay.
Okay, so we go.
Okay.
Yeah, so it stabbed the chicken. So
rotate
it. There you go. There you go.
Okay, wait, but go a little bit more that way.
That way.
Yep.
Okay, there you go. And then you tighten it over there.
Okay, hang on. We're tightening it.
There you go. And then this side, just to make, don't stab me. Okay. Then just to make sure it's push.
Going in. There we go.
It's in. Okay, tighten it up, and then you pop it back into there. Then onto our master touch Weber.
There we go.
There you go. And then we're going to turn it on and it's going to do all the rotating for us.
All right, so I'm just going to take this thing.
I'm so excited about this.
I'm going to pop this on there.
Pop it on there and then press that button. It's battery operated. Oh!
Bam!
And we've got magic happening.
And there you have it.
Isn't it exciting?
Is how you fry a lemon and sage chicken.
That's how you do it.
Zola, that's amazing.
I know.
That's amazing. I think this is definitely a great way to kind of start off your festive season.
I think it's a fantastic
bit of a braai
way to,
as well.
Yeah.
The keyword is chicken. SMS that to 33728. That's chicken to 33728. So how long will it go on there now?
So that will go for about, what? An hour.
Okay.
You can actually even put the lid on top if you want to sort of create a more.
I wanted to ask
an oven. Absolutely, pop the lid on there because the master touch does come with a lid after all.
I see.
Yeah, so keep that going for an hour. It'll baste itself because the butter's under the skin, and then when it comes out, it's a thing of beauty.
Look, it's a thing of beauty. You can't go wrong with some chicken.
Nope.
Can't go wrong with the chicken. You can't go wrong with the braai, rotisserie, that smoky flavor as well. So one thing for sure, we definitely got some Weber Fiber, and you can get up to 40% less on Weber products, and you'll understand why as well. It's absolutely amazing. Just head on over to loot.co.za and see the incredible Weber selection. But for the recipe, very easy. Chicken is the keyword. SMS that to 33728. Check it out on our website as well. That's expressoshow.com. There's a sizzle happening already, Zola. Zola's very, very excited. It's going to be absolutely amazing. We're going to let this guy rest. Some more recipes heading your way in just a bit. Stick around.
All right, so as you know, we have an amazing sportsman. We are Slam Jam, and Zola Nene will be taking to the table tennis table to ensure that she gets the most points. At the moment, the leaderboard is looking good. Ryan Wallace is on top there, as well as Rouge, but I'm feeling like the Zola Nene has got what it takes to be the ultimate challenger in this epic battle of table tennis proportions. So, Ewan,
I'm coming. I was just looking after that chicken there.
I know, but don't be chicken. Just come through, man.
I'm not chicken. It's just an amazing chicken. It's lemon and sage, man. You can't go wrong with that.
All we need to do is 5 balls, and the most points gets to the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Simple stuff.
So Ryan this morning, 12,500 rand. We're just waiting for Zola because she's just cleaning up. So she's going to give it a go. Our sportsmen's wear our Slam Jam challenge. All right, Zola, get in here.
Here I am.
Get in here. Don't be scared.
I'm ready.
So
I'm just washing my hands.
We know that you can make chicken, right?
Yes, I can.
But can you ping pong?
I can do that too.
All right, so you head on over to that side.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Right.
Okay, so here's the deal. You know how it works.
4,000.
All right. Lovely friendly game of table tennis.
Yep.
You know, no kind of competition. It's all you. You've only got 12,500 to beat. If you beat that, okay. If you beat that, you stand a chance of kind of winning.
Cool. Let me get my
table.
table.
Indoor table tennis table.
Okay.
Yourself.
It has to bounce here first, hey?
Yeah. 5 balls. It has to bounce on this side, and then you have to try and get the highest score.
And no practice. You have to go straight in.
Don't worry. I don't need it. I don't need it.
Okay. Let's go, Zola.
Oh!
It was on the edge.
That was on.
It was on the edge. 2-5. Right.
Okay. 2-5. Let's go for
another 2-5.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's what I thought. That's what she thought. Okay.
Ball number 3.
Oh, I'm scared to go for the 4. Okay, let me try.
You can go for the same one.
Think about the rotisserie chicken.
500.
Oh man. Okay.
Another 500.
I thought I was going to be better at this. Okay.
Another 500.
I'm trying for that 4,000 and it's just not going my way.
There's a 4,000 in the far corner
I
as
see
well.
it, but 5,000 is more than 4. And I might miss that one. No.
All right, you're going for it. Here we go.
Calculated risk. No!
Okay. There was like a practice ball at the end because you've done 5 already.
So, what is the final score? 6,500. Zola is your final score. So you fit in like here. Below's under.
Okay.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. At least you've got a rotisserie chicken going at the moment. We're going to enjoy ourselves a little bit later, so don't worry about that. But don't worry, you at home can also stand a chance to win yourself a Dun Run indoor table tennis table. Simply head on over to Sportsman's Warehouse, sign up for a rewards card, and then you'll automatically be entered into that lucky competition. And then also keep your eyes on our Facebook page for those details. And T's and C's can be found on our website, expressoshow.com. Well done, Zola.
Thank you.
You did amazing.
I tried. Well, still to come after the break, we're talking about cake decorating tips for the festive season. And then Zoe's also got a lovely DIY. She's making a summer tea party cake stand. All that more coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Now, a few years ago, wedding cakes were always tiered confections covered in white icing. Now, a bakery can create anything your heart desires so you can celebrate your big day in style. New decorating techniques evolve on a daily basis, and it can be hard to keep up with what's current, especially now that the year draws to a close and we move into the festive season. It's important to stay up to date with the latest in cake decorating and how you can create some spectacular creations for your next celebration. Well, this morning we're joined by the ladies from Lionheart Patisserie Studio, Nikki Albertine and Carmen Durok, to give us a roundup of the latest in cake decorations and, of course, share some of those valuable tips on decorating the perfect cake. Ladies, so good to have you on the show this morning. All right, so how did Lionheart come about?
So, Carmen and I have been friends for many, many years. We've known each other for over 20 years. We've always dreamt about doing something together. We knew it would be in the food space. We didn't know that it was going to be this. Yeah. But after we went our separate ways after school in terms of what we were studying, Carmen went into digital marketing, I went into graphic design. Wow. I did a part-time pastry course at Silwood while I was working, fell in love with the art of patisserie and started Lionheart as a side project. Okay. It became a full-time gig. Carmen came back from London after being working there for a while, and yeah, we haven't looked back since.
Oh, that's amazing. So your Lionheart Patisserie is known for attention to detail. Where do you draw your inspiration from?
Well, I think we do sort of draw our inspiration from our surroundings, I think, as a lot of designers do. I mean, whether it's architecture or whether it's a watercolor abstract art piece, sort of unconventional colors that we can draw from, and we sort of apply that within the cake design space.
Yeah. Sometimes when I look at cake decorations, it really does look like a work of art. How has cake decorating kind of evolved over the years?
It has evolved a lot, I think. I think what we're used to is either the really tall, standard white fondant wedding cakes, or we're just used to quite one plain color, sort of chocolate forked on icing cakes. I think, as I was saying, it's definitely gone more into the design, artistic space, unconventional colors, applying that and, you know, having that sort of as your canvas and using your sort of artistic expression and applying that.
It's gorgeous.
It has definitely changed a lot.
It really, really has. I know that you're known for your buttercream covered cakes. Why buttercream and not fondant?
So, first of all, we absolutely love the taste of buttercream. Yeah. Fondant, we highly respect the art form of fondant, particularly sugar craft flowers and those goodies, but we are We love the artistic expression and flexibility that we can achieve with buttercream. It just aesthetically appeals to our style, and yeah, we just love what we can create with it.
I love what they can create with it as well, and that's why I'm so excited, because we don't want you to go anywhere, as Carmen and Nikki will be back with us to give us a rundown of the latest trends in cake decorations for 2018, as well as showing us how to create a trendy cake for the festive season. It's going to be bold, mesmerizing, beautiful, and utterly delicious.
Trendy cakes need a place to be put on, definitely. But you'll be amazed at what you can do with just a glass and a plate. And it's just in time for the festive season. I mean, DIY gift giving is absolutely sensational. And there's one familiar face that's got this morning's how-to here on Expresso.
Baking and decorating a cake from scratch is one thing, but you also need a place to display your beautiful creation. Well, from baking to now creating from the ground up, a cake stand is the perfect way to display your beautiful masterpiece. With the holiday season swiftly approaching, who couldn't do with an extra cake stand or two? Perhaps you're hosting a tea party, a baby shower, or even a wedding. For today's how-to, you will need old plates, old glasses, a hot glue gun, a terracotta pot, some spray paint, and a plastic bowl. I raided my kitchen cupboards for old cups and plates in different colors and sizes. They're affordable, they're light and durable enough to hold a cake. Choose a glass and plate that go nicely together. Squeeze the hot glue onto the bottom of the glass and press the bottom of the plate firmly onto the glass. Let it dry and you're done. These crazy colorful cake stands each took less than a minute to make. I am totally digging this collection of colorful cake stands. All you need is a plate, a glass, and a bit of glue. You'll definitely want to pin this one to your DIY pin board. For our next cake stand project, you will need a terracotta pot, a plastic bowl, and a plate. Glue the plastic bowl to the bottom of your terracotta pot, then glue your oversized plate on top. By flipping over your plastic bowl, you create a decorative feature on the sides of your cake stand. You can keep the natural finish of the terracotta, or you can spray paint the entire cake stand your favorite color. I'm going to make mine gold. A spray of gold instantly transforms old dishware into an adorable new cake stand, another upcycling stroke of genius. But allow the project to dry sufficiently. Different brands and finishes require specific drying times. Wait the recommended time before moving the project from your work area. There are so many cute options available for quick and temporary cake stands. Now I don't have to compromise on my party supplies when the next party comes along. I can do it all in style. Who says you can't have your cake and eat it? To view more of our how-to videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have any suggestions, head on over to our Facebook page and drop me a message.
Thank you so much to our DIY princess. Now, as the year draws to a close, we're getting excited about trend predictions for 2018. The ladies from Lionheart Patisserie live and breathe baking and decorating and can spot trends before they even happen. So we're back with them in the kitchen, and this time they're going to give us their roundup of cake decorating trends for the year ahead, as well as showing you at home how to apply these trends to your own bakes. So thank you so much for being with us once again, and I have to just marvel at Zoe's beautiful cake stand over there. Really wonderful. All right, so let's waste no time. What are the trends for cake decorating in 2018 that we need to be aware of?
I definitely think the use of colour is definitely going to become more of a focus. As you can see, we're using unconventional colours and matching them together. Although 2017, the tall, very sharp-edged, smooth cakes were very big, 2018 still tall and sharp-edged, but now we're starting to use those colours and create some texture with that by applying it in layers. Instead of sugar flowers, we feel that fresh floral is definitely more of a focus as it was in 2017.
Yeah.
So sort of applying your artistic expression in that front on the flowers as well.
So does it still apply that everything on the cake needs to be edible or not so much anymore?
I don't necessarily think so. I mean, I think that with flowers, beautiful fresh flowers, for me, is going to be more of a focus. And I mean, they can easily just be removed and the cake can then be cut up and enjoyed. So shouldn't really change the taste of the cake, seeing as sugar flowers don't necessarily taste as great in any way. So.
Love it. Okay, so we're in the festive season, and I think that the festive season is always a great reason to bake a cake and decorate the cake. What would you have in terms of festive season decorating kind of trends?
So in terms of the decorative side of the edible decorations, we definitely recommend working with some chocolates details, like the details that we have made for this cake today, which Carmen will be applying. It's just melted white chocolate that we apply onto baking paper, let it set, and then peel it off, and it kind of like does its thing. So this cake you could do in a color palette of whites and golds, maybe some greens and reds added into like the watercolor. In terms of fresh flowers, definitely poinsettias. They're beautiful, just a statement cake, plain white with some stunning poinsettias kind of stealing the show. And there's also been a recent trend in terms of buttercream piping of flowers. You can do really stunning Christmas floral, like hydrangea piping of buttercream flowers.
Okay. Well, we've got so many elements here. Are we going to add this to this beautiful creation?
For sure.
Okay,
Definitely.
go for it.
As Nikki was saying, we quite do enjoy using chocolate decorations.
I love that.
Instead of using sort of other sugar decorations. As she said, we melted the chocolate, colored it, and then just had it cool.
Yeah.
This can then just be applied on top of the cake.
Beautiful.
We then have a metallic liquid if you're needing the gold splatter, especially around the festive season. And with a paintbrush, this can easily just be applied. You can even paint along some of the texture.
It's such a work of art. It's beautiful.
And hopefully it tastes as good as what it looks as well.
I really hope you guys are getting a close up on this.
Super
it's
important.
So gorgeous.
There you go. And that's that.
Very
simple, but hopefully elegantly beautiful.
Gorgeous. I love it. It's a work of art. I don't know if I want to eat it, but I'll eat it as well. Thank you so much to Nikki Albertine and Carmen Durek, of course, from Lionheart Patisserie, showing us everything that can be done in the world of cake decorating and how the world of cake decorating has changed. So if you've been inspired this morning, why don't you go and do something absolutely delicious and beautiful this festive season?
Coming up in your Feel Good Breakfast show, I thought she was going to make a Hasselhoff. It turns out it's actually a blue cheese Hasselback potato bake. It's going to be amazing.
Something that Hasselhoff will most certainly indulge in, I'm sure. And then we also hang out with some of the cast members of the brand new Afrikaans film called Vuil Was Goed. Yes, so Nico Panaggio is in studio. Stick around for that after the break.
Tune into Expresso for table tennis action as we host the Sportsman's Warehouse Slam Jam with local celebs trying to ace the competition. And you could make your festive season fun and become table tennis champion among your loved ones. Get a stylish new Dunrun indoor table tennis table on special now at Sportsman's Warehouse and sign up for your rewards card today. By joining the rewards program, you'll also be entered into a lucky draw. Get in the game of winning with Expresso and Sportsman's Warehouse.
welcome back. You tune into your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on SABC3. Look at this gorgeous day in the mother city. And I'm talking about Zola Nene. Zola Nene is causing this gorgeous day.
Stop it.
Just I'll have you know.
Stop it.
Stop it. But what we're not going to stop is our chicken that's busy rotating ever so peacefully on there. It looks starting to look very, very, very nice.
Oh,
but
yes.
to go with that chicken, you can't go wrong with some potatoes. But
Oh, no.
not just your ordinary potatoes. We're making blue cheese and Hasselback potatoes.
Yep.
Gotta say it like that. Hasselback.
Hasselback.
Hasselback potato.
Okay, so it's a Hasselback potato because it's the way that we cut it. So you basically
Okay.
make a scalloped top on the potato. And the
Okay.
easiest way to do this is actually take two chopsticks, put them next to each other, pop the potato on top so it nestles, so
Okay.
that you never cut to the bottom. So then the chopsticks work as a guard.
I
You can do it
see.
freehand, but that's just a safe way to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so take the baby potatoes because I think that they're cute.
So you've
could do
Hasselbacked
it-
them?
I've Hasselbacked them. So you can use regular potato, big potatoes. It just takes much longer for them to cook.
Okay.
So now to make the sauce.
Right.
Okay, it's a blue cheese potato bake.
Love it.
So it starts with a bit of flour.
Okay.
Into that, whisk for me, please.
Okay.
To that, I'm going to add some Clover full cream milk.
Right.
There you go. Whisk, whisk. Otherwise, we'll get lumps. Whisk,
I'm waiting for you here, you know.
Okay, so a bit of milk. Okay, so just enough milk to make sure your potatoes are covered. And it's not a potato bake without any cheese, so we've got some cheddar cheese going in
And
here.
you gotta make sure it's cheesy. I like some cheesy
Oh yeah,
potatoes.
you've got to make sure it's cheesy. And then blue cheese, of course, because it's a blue cheese
Flavor,
potato bake. There
yeah.
you go. And a little bit of blue cheese goes a long way, so you don't need that much blue cheese.
Yes.
And then it's also very salty because of so much cheese, so you're going to put a little bit of salt in there for me. I'll
Okay.
take over the whisked blue cheese. Okay, and then a bit of pepper. And then because you like a bit of chili, you can add some chili flakes. You could also add a bit of garlic to this. You could add some herbs to this, whatever you desire.
Okay.
You could actually pop this on the braai under the chicken. Amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, now.
Or you could just put it into the oven. That's fine too. Okay, so
Okay.
then you pour this over the potatoes.
Okay.
Just like so. Look at that.
Nice.
And then as the potatoes bake,
You can't do that. So
oh,
that's like-
my wrist was a weird position. I'm sorry,
okay.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
all.
I have limitations. So then pop this into the oven. It'll bake, cover it actually.
Yeah.
Cover it in foil. Bake it for about an hour. Then take out the foil. Take out the foil and then
Take
another
out-
30 minutes.
Remove
Take
the
off the
foil.
foil.
Let's carry on,
escapes
please.
me. It's
It's
Friday.
okay,
It's
it's
Friday.
okay.
It's Friday.
Remove the foil after an hour.
Then bake it for a further 30 minutes just to make sure it goes all crimson and like that. Okay.
Okay.
And then I want to show you one of the Hasselbacks. Can you see it?
Oh, look
Can you
at
see
it's
how the
beautifully
flavor sort
soft.
of penetrates? Because delicious. Look.
Wow.
Ooh, yummy.
Okay. Zola is clearly
It's good
very
stuff.
excited for Hasselback potatoes.
I
We
love
love them.
potato.
The keyword is potato. SMS that to 33728. That's potato to 33728. You get your hands on the recipe. It will be on a website a little bit later on today as well. That's expressoshow.com. Zola.
Yes.
What a champ.
Thank you.
Definitely something. I love the fact that this potatoes, you zhuzh it up with some really, really flavorful kind of ingredients.
Gutsy flavors to go with that gutsy chicken.
The gutsy flavors and the gutsy
yes.
chicken right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Potato is the keyword one more time. SMS that to 33728.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA, made with love by Clover. Well, it's time for us to talk movies. Now, Vim and Kevin work at a laundromat. By day, things are boring, but when the sun sets, they party in their clients' clothes. This is the plot of the new local film, Fail Was Goed. But before we chat to the cast, here's a sneak peek at the film.
Weet jy dit elke week?
Oh, you like amazing. Gewoonlik as jy nie die naam kan uitspreek nie, dan weet jy dis flippend duur soos Dolking binne. Of Hollywood. Stop, Rustig. Ons kan nie vir hulp vra nie. Dit lyk of dit ons was. Wat nou? Ons moet sekuriteit wakker. Soek jou pa se vinger. Wat maak jy met my pa se vinger?
Tom Smith, donker hare, glasvel en is 'n roker. Soos op die foto.
Well, joining us from the film is Tim Tron and Nico Panaggio. Good morning, gentlemen. So good to have you on our show this morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Fail Was Goed. Let's get into it, Tim. First and foremost, I've got to say, Afrikaans film is just going to another level. Do you think it's expanding every single year?
It has to. That's the responsibility we have. Is every single project needs to be better and bigger than the previous one.
Yeah.
And the great thing is, I was speaking to someone about this. I think it's not just Afrikaans movies anymore. I think it's really spilled over into the bigger industry, which is great. I think South African movies as a whole are just getting bigger and better. Yeah.
Very exciting. Now, Nico, you are everywhere. You've done soapies. You've done theatre. You've done top billing.
He's even in my house.
You know, is he in your house as well?
I think it's called desperation to survive, you know?
Yeah, the struggle is real.
The art, oh, look at that.
Well, you do survival very, very well, I got to tell you. Is this film different to anything that you've done before?
Yes, you know, it's like Tim says now, we you know, one has to be pushing boundaries all the time, and that's what this group of producers did and writers is they're just pushing the boundaries, and you need to obviously be elevating your craft all the time, and that's certainly what they've done here. For us, it's fun because we get to play characters that usually you'd only find in really huge budget films, but now we get to play in an action film and do the kind of things that you don't often get the chance to do in South Africa in local industry.
I love that. Okay, so you play Manny, the son of an infamous jewel smuggler.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of playing that role, and how does one get ready to play that role?
I grew a beard. That's kind of as ready as you can get.
It's different.
Well, with the favorite part, I think is playing with the guns.
Yeah.
I think you know, boys love, you know, playing with guns, not real ones. And so we got to mess around with that. We had to do quick draws, and we did lots of slow motion, you know, all of those slow-mo, sexy slow-mo shots, you know, when the cars are coming by and you pull out the guns. And so we enjoyed that. So we had loads of fun. But of course, also the cast as well. You know, that's the one thing about comedy is as you can see over there, literally you're laughing and making jokes all the time because you're keeping this ball of energy going all the time. And so there's this constant rapport. So everyone stays on their feet.
Exactly. Now, Tim, I think most of the story kind of spirals from your character who leaves his jacket at a laundromat. What was, you know, maybe one of the most exciting parts of being a part of this production for you?
There are so many. I think I was part of the original short film that the movie is based on, so that was just exciting being able to make a full-length film out of the short film that we loved doing. But every time we got on set and someone put a gun in your hand and said you're going to be jumping over stuff and shooting and doing all these really cool moves with it, those were probably the most exciting moments on set. And just seeing Nico every time, it's just
I
you do
also
get a little bit
out.
you know,
there's a certain, you know, when we are in the same room, you know, it's just like life is just happier.
It's wonderful.
Now, for each other.
You know, on a real note, have you ever found something in your own jacket that you wish, you know, hadn't been there, or has someone found something in your jacket that you wish they wouldn't have found?
I have not ever had that, but you ask it like someone who has had that.
No. I feel like Tim maybe.
Guilty, doesn't she?
Yeah, a little bit.
Have you?
I've actually found something I thought I'd lost in a jacket once.
That's good. Like a 10 rand.
Money and my driver's license.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But the problem with the driver's license is I'd already gone and got a new one.
Yeah.
And then I found the old one.
That's the worst.
So it's almost like it's actually
you get happy and then you go,
I know.
Why didn't I stand in all those
But it's always
queues
wonderful when you find that 20 rand at the worst time of the month in your jacket. Well, thank you so much, guys, for being here. We can't wait to check out the movie. It looks like it's going to be a cracker.
It's a bunch of fun. It's a load of fun. So yeah.
Well, with you there, I mean, what else would you expect?
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on. Stop it. I like it. Well, Nico and Tim, thank you so much for being here and, of course, telling us more about this awesome film. If you are fans of these two, which we're sure you are, or just want to support the local film industry, which we all need to do, then why don't you head over to the movies this weekend to watch Vuil Was Goed, which hits cinemas nationwide today.
Right, so right now outside in our Braai area, we are making a cookie, but it's no ordinary cookie. It's a toffee spice skillet giant cookie, something that I think Santa will be blown away by. And we are also joined by a very special group of youngsters right here who's going to start making it. Hannah, how are you doing?
I'm good, and how are you?
Good, not too bad. Thank you very much for joining us. And what's your name, big sir? Connor.
And then we've got a mini chef. Look, I want to.
Hello, mini chef.
His little hat.
Oh, it's too adorable, man. Joshua, right there. So guys, are we going to make a giant cookie for Santa?
Yes.
Hey?
Yeah, I guess so.
I think guess so. It's
I
going to
think
happen.
If Santa delivers gifts to you, I think it's only right that you make him a giant cookie, right?
Yeah.
Then you're guaranteed some good gifts, right?
So Zola, you take us through this because this is a very special cookie.
So
using
Han,
it in
you're
a
gonna
cast iron.
We
kind of
are. We're
skillet,
making it on the braai, so you can take this outdoors as well. But you can obviously always also do it in the oven. So you're going to be our stirrer for us. So that's some caster sugar, brown sugar, and butter. So give it a good stir.
Go for it.
Okay, you want to whisk, so you're going to whisk the eggs for me, or the egg for me. I'm just going to crack it in here. Okay, so will you whisk the egg? Whisk. There you go, mini chef. Okay,
there you
go. Whisking. Will you throw that flour in there where Hannah is mixing? Okay, so that's just regular cake flour. We're still whisking. Into the bowl, yeah. And then because I love a bit of Christmas spice in my cookies, especially at Christmas time. There's some ground cinnamon and some ground. Oh, you're done whisking, okay? Some ground nutmeg and some ground cinnamon. So we pop that in there as well.
Oh man, this is special. Making cookies for the holidays with the whole family, man. You can't get more special than that.
There you go. And then thank you for helping. Okay, he's lost interest.
This one too.
That's it. Yeah, because they're toffee cookies. You can add the toffee too, and then you can finally add. Yeah, I'll give you a hand.
Is that just?
It's the heat. The heat is melting the toffee, so it's a little bit. There we go.
So that's just your normal toffee sweets that you've cut up?
Yeah, soft toffee or butter toffee sweets that you just chopped up. You could use choc chips if you didn't want to do toffee, and then in with the egg for me.
All right.
There we go. Oh, you're back. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, no,
okay, then to that, just add a little bit of milk. Okay, so we're using some Clover full cream milk. We're going to drink it with milk because, you got to leave Santa a bit of a beverage
so how much
as well.
Milk? Should I help out there with the milk?
Is it a bit too heavy?
That's heavy, okay.
No, just one hand.
Just one hand, okay. So just a little bit, just until you get to cookie consistency. I think you can stop there, okay, hand. So give it a good stir.
There we go.
And then basically you take a cast iron pan or a pan that will go into the oven. Of course, you could just form these into small cookies if you want to, if you didn't want to make a giant cookie. But I think that, Father Christmas deserves something a little extra special.
And the fact that you can do it on the braai
Why
outside,
not?
man,
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
Okay, so that looks really good. Thank you so much. Great stirring. And then while I pop this onto the braai, so this is what it looks like after it's been cooked. And then to that, I'm just going to clear the pathway.
That looks amazing.
To that, we're going to top it with a bit of chocolate ganache. So you can do this with one hand. So drizzle all that chocolate over that cookie for me while I do this.
So does it need to cover the whole cookie, though?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
If you're going to go for it, right?
That's a good cookie dough, Hannah. Well done.
Delicious.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so basically you just spread the cookie just like that. Make sure you spread it properly, obviously. That looks good. Okay, I think that's good. And then basically to serve it, just cut it into little wedges. Just like so.
Like you would a pizza?
Like you would a pizza. It's
but
like
this is no pizza,
cookie. No, this is a cookie. There we go. Can you see?
So what is nice about making it in the cast iron skillet, you get this real crispy edges, but it's still nice and soft and moist on the inside.
So it's a gooey cookie. Can you see that the little nuggets of toffee in there? Oh, okay. You guys try it. Make sure it's good for you.
You guys go ahead and try. If you want to get your hands on this giant skillet cookie full of interesting spices, SMS the keyword Clover to 33728. That's Clover to 33728. And while they tuck into this giant cookie, here, look at those steps once again.
Take your festive treat to the next level with Clover Fresh full cream milk and a delectable and unforgettable spice toffee skillet cookie. For this recipe, you'll need 80 milliliters of Clover Fresh full cream milk, 60 grams of buttered toffees, 1 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 200 grams of dark chocolate, half a cup of caster sugar, 1/3 of a cup of brown sugar, a cup of cake flour, 1 egg, 15 grams of clover butter, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and a teaspoon of baking powder. In a large bowl, add the butter, brown sugar, and caster sugar, and then beat to combine with the hand mixer. Add the vanilla extract and the egg. Beat to combine further with the hand mixer. In a separate bowl, sift the cake flour. Add the ground cinnamon, the ground nutmeg, and the baking powder. Sift together into the flour. Mix the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. Stir to combine. Now, fold the butter toffees into the dough. Transfer the dough into a cast iron skillet. Top the dough with butter toffees. Bake at 180 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. In a small dish, add the dark chocolate and a little butter. Add the Clover Fresh full cream milk. Heat until the chocolate melts. Spread the chocolate ganache over the baked cookie. Serve up the skillet baked cookie with a few scoops of vanilla ice cream for a delicious treat that is very different but oh so decadent and perfect to enjoy over the festive season. Made with love by Clover.
And there you have it, absolutely delicious. Unfortunately, we've lost our little young chef, Joshua. He's over there going to be coming out table tennis star right there. And the cookie, we just didn't cut it.
No.
The cookie didn't cut it for
Sadly.
Joshua. But it did for Connor. Connor,
Yeah,
how was
Connor,
that?
show us your hands, because you can see how yes, he got stuck in.
Was it good?
Yep.
Hey,
that was
I'm
delicious.
glad. Hannah, do you approve?
Yes.
Definitely a good cookie. Well, there's a
Pass
glass
some
of
milk to wash it
fresh
down.
full cream milk to
What's a
wash it
cookie
down,
without
guys.
some milk, right?
Of course, using Clover fresh
Okay.
full cream milk.
Give it to me.
It's
Okay.
superior freshness, great quality as well.
Grab it,
It's also
yes.
milk that lasts longer in the bottle, so you can make sure that you can keep it for longer. And it's got great nutritional benefits as well, including 9 essential nutrients, vitamins, including protein, vitamins A, D, and B12, and also a source of calcium. That is absolutely fantastic. So, guys, tuck in, enjoy, lick those fingers off. It's all about Christmas, all about being festive and fun. Now, we're feeling very, very festive, and so is Clover, and we are inviting you to enter our weekly recipe challenges. Now, every day on the show, one lucky viewer will win a Clover product hamper worth 1,000 Rand, and entering is really, really easy, all right? Now, and the two I need to do to announce today's winner, who posted this week's amazing Clover choc banana pancake stack recipe, and that winner is none other than Shirin Vavda. Good. Well done, Shirin. You are winning that 1,000 Rand Clover hamper, which is absolutely amazing. It's making its way to you. Some great festive baking is on the cards, I am sure, as well. But Zola, thank you very, very much.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
And Connor, Hannah, thank you for putting it through.
Pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, it's such a pleasure. No, there's no chocolate. Your face is clean. You still look very handsome. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got your back.
The keyword once again is Clover is Mizatu 33728. It's a family affair right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA. Made with love by Clover.
Coming up in your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we make you a winner because all you need to do is pick a box. Stay right there.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. We've got a few minutes left, but that doesn't mean that we don't have time for an amazing competition. Now, the BP Fuel My Festive campaign is where you can stand a chance of winning 300,000 Avios points for a dream holiday. Now, you'll also be entered into our Pick a Box giveaway where you can win prizes from loot.co.za, BP and Avios. And of course, joining us on the line right now, we have Muhammad Ajam, who entered the competition by filling up with 400 Rand or more and of course, swiping his active activated Avios card at a BP petrol station. Good morning, Muhammad. Welcome to Expresso.
Good morning.
How are you?
Very well, and you?
I am fantastic. Now, Muhammad, you know how the game works. There are 7 boxes in front of you, each spelling out the word Expresso. Which letter do you pick this morning?
I'll take the letter P.
The letter P, E-X-P, boom. Are you ready to find out what you've won, Muhammad?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I have 3 cards. The very first one is a Nintendo Switch console worth 5,199 Rand.
What?
Yes,
man. Well done.
Congratulations, that's amazing. And then the second prize, Muhammad, is a Nintendo Switch carrying case and screen protector worth 370 Rand. Congratulations.
Thank you so very much.
Oh, Muhammad, that's a brilliant way to kick off the festive season, am I right?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, congratulations. Well done. Love it.
Well, the winning continues, though, because we have Mohammed on the line. Mohammed to Mohammed. Mohammed, how's it going, man?
Hey, great. How are you?
Excelente. So, you have only a few letters to pick from now. Which one would you like?
I'd like the second E.
The second
The second
E. There we go. Is that one? Yes.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, go for a call.
Like this, even like the envelope feels heavy. This might be something amazing. Let's go. All right, so... Oh, yes. You've just won yourself a Weber rotisserie worth 1,199 Rand on loot.co.za for 899 Rand at the moment. Congratulations. Well done, my man. Here we go.
Thank you. Thank you. Great.
Also, but wait, there's more. You've also won yourself a Weber Master Touch worth 4,299 Rand. And at the moment, it's on loot.co.za for 3,199 Rand. But well done, man.
Yes.
Thank you.
Those are some amazing deals right there.
Absolutely incredible. And you know what? It's that easy to win with Expresso. Don't forget to swipe your Avios card when you fill up with 400 Rand or more at any participating BP to be automatically entered into the BP Fuel My Festive competition, as well as stand a chance at winning incredible prizes right here on Expresso. Do it before 15 December when the promotion ends. That's in a week's time. So for more info and T's and C's, visit expressoshow.com as well as bp.co.za.
Spend 400 Rand or more at BP, swipe your activated Avios card and you could win big. Make your dream holiday a reality with hashtag BP Fuel My Festive.
And Carl just made it. Come in here, dude. Don't sneak around below the cameras. You're
I'm not screaming. I'm right here.
Get in here.
I'm right here.
Okay, so Carl, here's the thing. You were going to host, but now you're going to play.
Oh, come on.
Okay, because you did such an amazing job in the shower yesterday. Okay, so it's very important with the temperatures absolutely soaring at the moment. We need to look after our water. Absolutely. And one way you can do that is by showering 2 minutes or less. Okay, so right now it is time to play our Sing to Save Water quiz, all right, for more tips on how you can save water. So very, very easy rules. 3 multiple choice questions and all related to water saving. And then I'm going to read out the question, all right, and the first one to bang the buzzer, all right, gets to answer. If that answer is wrong, the loser will then have an opportunity, and if you get that right, you win. So, and then of course the contestant with the most points wins, and then the loser has to go into the shower and sing to their favorite track that is 2 minutes or less.
Carl, just say.
Well, I'm already done.
You're going down, no.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. First question.
Okay.
How much water is lost in a single day by a tap dripping 1 drop of water per second? Is it A, 50 litres, B, 250 litres, or C, 600 litres? Oh, that was Carl.
Apologies.
Wow.
I think around 250 litres, Ewan.
All right. Is that right? That is incorrect. It is not. Tabuji, you want to give it a go?
I mean, C.
600 litres.
Yes.
Incorrect again. Okay, so it's 50 litres. That is the right answer. All right, we'll move on to the next question. Which of the following uses the most water?
Okay.
Is it A, a shower or a bath, B, a load of laundry, or C, washing a car?
Washing a car?
Washing a car, is that correct? Nope, that is not correct. It's not a correct call. A, shower, B, or load of laundry?
Laundry.
B.
Yeah.
Incorrect again.
What?
Guys, it's a shower or a bath. It uses most. Listen.
That's hectic.
Okay, so this is the one. The one that gets this one right
Oh
wins.
my gosh. Oh, we're singing together.
Are you ready? How much water can you save by using a cup of water while brushing your teeth? Is it A, 4 litres, B, 20 litres, or C, 6 litres? Carl Wasey.
I'm just guessing here, but I'm going to say 6 litres.
C, is that correct? That is correct!
Yes!
That is correct, yes! Carl Wasey is our winner.
Yes!
Is our winner now. Oh man, this is incredible. So this is your chance, Tabuji, to shine.
I've been waiting for.
Get in there, get in there. Absolutely.
The moments I've been
Put on your robe. It's very, you just put on your robe.
This is literally how I do it every day.
Is this fab or fail? The robe, I'm not sure.
No, it's definitely fab. It's on trend and on time.
All right, get in there. So what you do, robe is on, shower, there's a number of song selections. Which one are you going to go for?
Yes, I'm going for Mikasa Nana.
All right.
Let's do that.
Please close the door there, Tabuji. We don't want to get wet now. You don't want to save water.
Privacy, privacy, privacy.
Come.
I say sorry.
Oh, yes, girl. Yes, girl.
When I let you down, when I know that I was wrong, tell me how do I? Woo! Yes. Tired of the same old stories, hey. But I need you around, but it wouldn't be the same without you.
Yes, Tabuji.
Yes.
Come on. To help you save water, visit 2minuteshowersongs.co.za and download your free shower playlist.
Well done, absolutely amazing. Now remember, we can all make a difference. Visit 2minuteshowersongs.co.za. Pick your favorite local artist, download or stream their song for free, and it's just shortened, and it'll all to shorten your shower time for 2 minutes or even less. Thank you very much for joining in. It was a great day. It was a great show.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you very much. We'll see you Monday morning, bright and early.
Show made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.